Hello, everybody, and welcome to. I just had to make sure that we had the meters running, so we are getting audio.
What are we doing?
Welcome to Casual Cactus and our weekly game of D&D. We are short a couple of players, but we have the quorum, so we're going to continue on anyway. Glad you guys are here with us, and hope that you enjoy yourself. Before we get started, just a few quick reminders. All of our video content does wind up on the YouTube channel, so you can go there and check it out, or you can just do a search on the YouTubes for Casual Cactus. Once you find us, you will find many hundreds of hours of us playing this game. So more power to you if you want to go through the whole thing. We also run a Discord server, mainly for making announcements if we have to change the schedule for any particular reason. It happens sometimes. Real life gets in the way, and all of us have lives. So sometimes we don't get to play. If we don't, or if we have to change the schedule for any reason, we try and let you guys know via the Discord. Yeah, I think that is all I've got as far as announcements this evening. Does anybody else have anything?
I guess nothing.
No? Okay. Let's, who would like to recap what happened last time?
I can do it.
Go for it.
Yeah. You volunteered.
I did, because none of the rest of you are going to remember what happened, and you're all too
I wasn't
tired to
here.
do anything.
We weren't there.
I kind of forgot that you guys weren't there. I'm not going to lie.
Ouch, man. I knew you were gone.
Ouch.
Okay, so we planned to start our rebellion early because we figured out that the cloister was... all the monks were being rounded up by the Imperials, and we tried to get in contact with Akerai, and he never responded, so we're assuming that this is like an empire-wide move against the Order. So after realizing that, we decided that we're going to start our rebellion now, and Lamont Swells is going to be our first official free city. So we got in contact with the Council of Seven that runs the town, and they said if we could give them a couple days, they could probably get enough manpower to take on the garrison. And we recruited the Kind Men to join us in a campaign of sabotage, and yeah, we did.
I missed that part.
We had them come to our meeting, and basically we're like, hey, are you cool, destabilizing the garrison?
Mm-hmm.
And they were pretty much like, so do what we normally do?
Like, give me 5 minutes.
So we determined to do that. We tried to leave the hookah bar where our secret meeting was happening, but instead, Dells had to flirt with soldiers, and then Simi decided to go flirt with a soldier and got a new morality pet.
She's really, really confused about how any of that even happened.
And his name is Horatio, by the by.
Horatio.
We remember, because that's our nephew's name.
Yep.
And after that, we were heading back to the Shaggin that has been moved outside of town a little ways to begin preparing to wreak havoc on the garrison for a few days. When we heard the sounds of fighting, and did we see fire?
No.
No, you didn't see fire.
Okay, in my mind's eye, it was like they were silhouetted by fire as they were like wrecking things.
Could have been. I mean,
there was a large, familiar-looking automaton with corpses all over it, and a large skeletal thing that looks like Ingir but really big attacking the garrison when we went to leave.
Yep.
And that is where we left it off. Was we saw that they were being attacked, and we have made no further plans.
That
Okay.
sounds...
Oh, and for you guys, you each have one more health serum potion thing. Killian made a round for everybody.
colder than I thought it was
Oh,
going to
the
be.
hair of healing doesn't require attunement.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
So
And as a clarification about the auto injector, it's half your maximum when you hit to where your maximum is, or is it half your hit points?
So the default setting was whenever you hit, you get below half your maximum hit points, it'll inject you. You can set it to a different trigger if you would like.
Okay.
That is just what I set them to when I distributed them.
Okay.
So yes, as long as you keep it stocked in there, as soon as you drop below half your maximum, it'll inject you.
Okay, good to know. Just as clarification of the rules. Okay.
So, DM.
Yes.
In all of my readings in the restricted section of the library, specifically the cage, have I gotten any information about dragons or undead dragons or liches?
So you would not have anything on dragons because dragons are not a thing for this world.
Yeah, as I said, they're not native. That was
Not native to this plane. So there is.
Those books weren't a cage, man. I don't know what's in them.
That's
well,
fair.
I mean, my character would, but
Now, as far as information on dark necromancy and, toying with, the powers of death, that's mentioned a few times. There is a god of death. That funnels from somewhere. There are some sort of fringe research into how to perhaps undo death and or control death a little bit and the dead a little bit. Really, really nasty stuff. You don't understand a lot of it because it's magic right over your head, but there is some of it there in the library, almost as though we have to keep this someplace safe.
would she have probably been aware then about like the idea of phylacteries and stuff like that?
How detailed was this book, Keith?
Yes.
was this the Book of the Damned, or
Do I have the information necessary to understand how this shindig works with the big giant skeleton thing?
They were mentioned in passing, but didn't really go into a whole lot. What you were able to get to, they didn't go into a whole lot of detail on.
Okay.
add those to my list? I actually have access to more spells than I thought I did. Like Blink.
And
Okay. So, just so that we've got them, everyone go ahead and roll an initiative.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
He's just assuming we're going to intervene.
oh wait,
I
you said we're doing initiative.
Wow.
Okay.
Go first. Can I reroll the yellow? This can be inset. It's the weird spam body things handle.
Mm-hmm.
16.
7.
28.
You're so sad about
I
it
don't want to
too.
go first.
Well, tough
Danny?
nuggets. That's gonna be a 13.
Play a role.
Can't math.
18.
And 8. Okay. All right.
You knew what this was.
I don't always roll a 19 though.
It doesn't really matter.
You're still probably going to go first at least like 75% of the time.
Yeah.
We have a +9.
Okay, so there is commotion behind you guys.
Behind us?
Yeah, because we were walking away from town.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, this is happening in
I thought
town?
we were
This
already
It's
happening
happening
in
in
the
the
garrison.
garrison.
I thought we were already
Oh.
looking at what was happening.
Okay, yeah, for some
Okay.
reason I thought we were heading out of town and we saw this as
Yeah,
we were...
so you,
okay,
so you
got
guys
it.
were heading out of town, and then you hear the commotion behind you
And we turn
at the
around.
garrison. You turned around, and you
And this is when, in my mind, we see silhouetted by flames and smoke these two massive hulking things fighting in the garrison,
I can
and we're
see
like,
that.
ugh.
Well, shit.
That seems somewhat convenient.
Do we just let them...
I can't decide if that's our side or not.
Well, seeing as they have a whole lot of the people from the cloister prisoner, I'm guessing not.
Oh, yeah.
Because either way, regardless of what's going on over there, they're probably going to be getting the people we care about.
of the cloister, right?
I'm making an assumption.
Yeah, I know.
So, what if we just, like, let them do our job?
See, my only concern is if they're not on our side, what they're gonna do afterwards.
Oh, no, I don't think they're on our side. I think we let them sow the chaos and then we kill them.
Like,
But the problem
we're-
is the
how,
chaos
what's the
that
distance
they're-
between us and where the bone thing is?
so you guys were like at so you guys were at the edge of the merchant campground basically, and heading out of town. The garrison is sort of nestled right up against the walls of the city, so
Mhm.
it's probably, I mean, it's not that far, but I mean there is some distance there. Maybe an eighth of a mile, quarter of a mile, something like that.
Okay.
Enough that you guys don't feel like you're in direct danger right now,
But
so you have a choice point to make.
Right.
We have time to make a decision.
See, the problem is some of the people that are on our side are probably in the garrison still. Well, not like part of the garrison, but like
real quick.
Okay.
there's a fair. If we are going in with the assumption that
Okay, so what are you
we are
checking
more
for?
aligned
What
with
would it take to
the
calm
cloister,
those things?
then
Like a gem
the
about that size?
Empire.
Mm,
There's a fair
That we
possibility
might
that
have
there are
seen
people
before?
in there that would be our allies that are going to have to deal with that.
you could.
Possibly bound, probably bound.
I am still a fan of we let them take a chunk out of the garrison and then deal with that problem.
Let them take a chunk out, intervene before they maybe get to the inner part where they're keeping prisoners?
I mean,
like that
yes
idea.
and no, but that's also where the most damage could be done to the
Also,
garrison itself.
we are assuming that there are prisoners there.
Also, we could just go find out.
Well,
Yeah.
once we get close.
I like
You
that.
can check.
Yeah,
Sure.
he can check. He looks excited to check.
Yeah,
Jumping about
we'll fly into danger in gear.
So, because what we could do instead of intervening, we could stage a rescue.
Tink, 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 tink. Just the number is going down. Oh,
What?
people dying. Ting, 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 ting. As we are talking.
Let's get a little closer, because I don't recognize one of those things, and I would like to have a better idea of what
Fair.
it is.
Oh, and you'd like to get to know it better?
I would like to understand if I can touch it, because unlike the other thing that we fought, I could not hurt it with anything I have.
Fair enough.
I would like to know if that is the case, and I think watching the soldiers fight it would be an easy way to tell without risking my own life and limb.
That is fair.
Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, I think getting closer to get some more information is a good idea.
Okay.
And if you want to scout close by, buddy,
Yeah,
and
I
kind of
can-
give us some information about.
I can UAV him above us.
I vote we move stealthily to not attract the attention of those big nasty things.
Very
Tends to
stealthy.
Alright. We're stealthing closer. I guess.
Okay, stealthing closer. Now, in
So
answer
that-
to your question, you start to sort of
Remembering some of the teachers from Sionis.
right. So remembering some of what Sionis has told you, you kind of get a sense that there might be a couple of different possibilities at
Right.
play. One of them that is perhaps a self-aware being that created itself, in which case, yeah, you would expect to see like a glowing gem somewhere, or you would expect that there would be something powering it somewhere.
Okay.
May not be on the creature itself, but there's that.
Because that's not how phylacteries work.
Because it's not how phylacteries work, and we learned our lesson the last time.
Look what he was keeping. Right here.
Right?
Convenient.
I mean, they can. They do not have to, but they could choose to do that.
The other option would be that it's an actual construct, which wouldn't require the same sort of power,
But requires
but
a caster to
sim-
control
but
them.
would require
Maybe
someone
that's
to
spell magic.
be controlling it.
Giant
Yes.
puppet.
Oh, good.
That's why I was asking.
Who might do
As we are approaching, I will just, for security's sake, just turn to you guys and just like keep your eye out, see if you can see someone who is calm.
What?
If this thing could be a construct, which means someone might be controlling it. So as we are going along, check to see if there is someone who is not afraid of this thing,
That's a good
in
point.
case someone is controlling this thing.
Okay. Okay.
I
Huh.
will say that, and I will roll a 7 on stealth.
Oh
Okay.
You know, he might not have made us roll, Brayden.
He asked us to roll stealth.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
No, he did
No,
not.
he
I
did
did
not.
but I'm going to now.
Dang it!
We talked about rolling. Hey, I didn't do the worst.
Killing it. Just killing it.
Oh gosh.
I can hurt it.
How?
Pact of the Blade. I forgot.
Yes.
Take pact. Oh, yeah, you can summon your weapon.
Yes.
Ta-da!
How long have you had pact to the blade?
Probably just
Since we
barely.
leveled up.
Okay.
Which was like 4 sessions ago.
Yeah, but not since the last time we fought one of these.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So round the table.
24.
4.
29.
29.
With
Oh,
a natural one.
That's a natural one for Mal.
Okay.
7. So.
So that kind of, I mean, it
Mine was a
splits
nat
the
20.
part. Yours was a nat 20?
Yeah, for 29.
Okay.
Goodness.
Nice.
So you guys just like barely are over half. I will say that those of you who are super stealthy are able to sort of help cover up the ones that are not.
Could you maybe not breathe so loud?
Oh,
I'm actually very stealthy.
Step on a
It's
stick
the
over
armor.
here and I throw something to break a stick
That's the
over on
only
the other
reason why,
side.
because I have disadvantage on stealth because of my armor.
Mal's actively trying to get this, like, blade thing to work.
It's like it's magical sparks every time. So we're like in the dark and then
I need my sword!
So as you guys do get closer, the merchants are all sort of panicky and trying to pack
Oh, I
things
bet.
up and get as far away as possible, especially the ones that are closer to the garrison. The closer you get, the more chaotic it becomes.
what can we see like the trail of destruction to see where these two creatures entered the garrison from?
Not from where you're approaching. So you assume they came in from the other side.
So
Can
from
I-
the other side would be like from the river.
From the north, from the other direction.
Ingir is above us, UAVing.
Yes. So he would be able to see more clearly that it looks like they hit the garrison from the north side,
Steph, your Dells is showing.
which is ironically sort of, but not really the direction where the prison is being built. But off from that direction is where these creatures have sort of shown up.
Okay.
The city gates are closed.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
There are soldiers on, or city guards
On the wall.
on the wall. Yeah, they don't really have a military per se, but there's city guards up there plinking at them with
The merchants?
Yes, they're watching the merchants scatter, and they're like, "Well, okay then."
No,
No, you fight!
They are trying to plink
Yes.
at the creatures that are
Okay.
attacking the garrison.
Because you said a far distance, so I was just like, wow, it's
The
like
merchants as
thinking
they try and run away.
You fools! You're supposed to be the meat shields.
So yeah, you guys. It is definitely there's pandemonium.
As we get closer, can we make out what the skeleton thing is?
So it is. It looks an awful lot like Ingir, larger, made out of just bones. Now, the bones are mismatched. They are not like
All one critter.
they're not all one creature. It's not all the same size. Things that look like they should be one big bone have been sort of patched together out of multiple small bones and wound together.
Well, we know where the town folk have been going.
Huh.
So comparatively, is this thing bigger than my wyvern form?
Yes.
Oh,
How big is it?
well, my wyvern's a large.
I know, that's
creature.
why I asked.
So it'd be on the large end of large, medium, or small end of whatever the next step up is. So
Gargantuan?
huge.
Or
Huge.
huge.
Mechanically, what?
Mechanically, it would be
It would be
huge.
huge. Okay.
Oh boy.
Huh.
Well, actually, let me make sure of that. Hang on. No, I'm sorry. It's on the large end of large.
Okay.
So it is bigger than
it
your
is
firm.
bigger, but it is still a large
Okay.
Correct.
creature. Okay.
Sorry about that.
As we're getting closer, I'm going to do a perception check to see if I can see the calm individual that I'm trying to see if there is.
Okay.
With him having said that, I would be
Not
looking
even
for
a
that
thing.
too.
9.
Actually,
9.
Also, I would like to do that.
All right. So you guys make perception checks.
15 plus 9, so that's 24.
24.
21.
21. Okay. Where are you guys looking specifically?
Oh,
Anywhere there's people?
Yeah, anywhere that we see people. I'll kind of be keeping passive watch too, like to the sides if we're in the cover of a forest or whatever. But mainly where there are people to blend in with.
I'm starting there, and then if nothing's obvious, looking places somebody might be lurking from the shadows.
Okay. So on the ground, among the merchants, among the soldiers, you're not seeing a whole lot of calm. It's a lot of panic. Both of you do also start to see figures that are being sort of hurried out of the garrison encampment dressed in monk's robes.
Ooh, these things might be on our side.
So,
Wow.
Well, or they could just be getting the
They
prisoners
just
out.
took
Yeah.
the opportunity to.
so you do have that. They're well. I mean, they're still under guard.
Yeah, no, they're
They're being escorted
escorted
out
out by the garrison.
by the garrison. So you do see that. But yeah, mostly among the merchants and the soldiers, it's panic. As you sort of glance up towards the top of the city wall, you do see it's not quite as panicked up there because
Because they're just shooting merchants.
Distance and fortifications and soldiers or city guards, not really soldiers. So there's a little element of what the hell are we doing, but it's like we're behind the wall, we should be okay. And then sort of at the fringe of the fight, sort of where the guards start on the wall, there is a figure. And it's far enough away, high enough up, in the dark. It's kind of hard to see who it is, but there's a figure who is just sort of standing there.
Is it a diminutive figure?
It is not.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it a feminine figure?
Are we...
You didn't see.
I was going to say, are you two, since you were the only two
Is
who
it-
have seen this, sharing this information?
Feminine
Yeah,
figure.
I'll be sharing whatever information. Does it look like a feminine figure with my 24?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so
So
a
it's
new
not
player.
that lady.
It's a new player.
Wow. You never
So
know.
the reason I didn't roll is that's not what Mal is watching for. Mal is watching to see if the soldiers are actually doing any damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good point.
Not on the corpse collector.
Are they
Okay.
doing damage to the skeleton thing?
Yes. I mean,
Not very
they are
effective.
able to touch it, but it's not very effective.
Okay, so not immune, half damage.
Bells reminds us that she has a line of lightning 100 feet long.
So,
Magic. Magic.
he...
Yes.
Would I need to, like, Killian's, now that we know there is someone who seems to be, like, on the fringe of the fight, not panicking, but not seemingly doing anything, how likely is that to be someone controlling one of these things, or how likely is that to just be someone observing, sort of like we are? Because we're also on the fringe of this
That
fight,
is
not
fair.
doing anything,
That-
just,
that's
like,
a-
watching, like,
Solid point.
Make an insight check at disadvantage.
You should probably check that first.
Probably not good.
In my brain, there's a whole Rasputin song going on up there with him. Yeah.
Okay.
We were
That's a
doing
13.
it last time, and now it's
Um,
just in my head. Magic of
it's
death.
hard to tell. Might be controlling it. Might just be observing it.
I mean, either way, we're not doing anything to this person yet.
How confident are you that someone would be controlling one of these things?
You've not
I've
personally
not,
dealt with this
right.
before. You're basing it off of a
lecture.
from.
Let me rephrase that. Do you think it's worth it? Okay, I think we're going to have to split up. I'm thinking Simi and whoever you want to take with you go rescue our order friends.
It looks like
Or-
they're being ushered out.
Right, but they're still
Under
bound
capture.
and under guard.
Yeah, this is the best time. Like,
This
if
is
we're
the
going
best
to
time
free
to
them,
free
this
them.
is the best time to do it.
That's fair.
One of us potentially, if you think that it's worth it, one of us goes after whoever that person is over there on the far side, and then the other two try and help weaken or contain these monstrosities.
Who's the best equipped to come with me?
As far as speed goes,
If we need Snake,
Cabbage.
Cabbage is sneaky. I can be fast.
I also can be not
I'll
quite
be
as fast as
fast.
Cabbage, but I can be quick.
You might
I
be.
think I might be best suited on, and I gesture towards the golem. I can
Yeah,
probably
I would agree.
and
deal with that thing.
You might be better off against the.
Humanoids than against the creatures.
Also, what I would also agree with that.
And I'm probably best suited to fighting up front with these things.
So
Okay.
But I mean, I can be wherever because I have.
gut reaction. You take Cabbage, go free some people. I'll go see what's going on with Mysterious Man. You two run damage control.
Yeah.
I hate being split 3 ways.
Is that something from your book?
I don't think we know about that.
I know.
I don't see the only other option is if we really want to. The only other logical thing to do is for all 5 of us to go try and fight the giant golem things.
Well, or split into have one person go check on whoever may or may not be controlling it, and then.
Well, we're already sending one person there, but
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like splitting 2 ways, so that one person goes to deal with that, and everybody else
Anyway.
deals with the.
Also, I'll need gear because I need to wyvern.
but
Because that's
I think that this is our. We need to stop these things because I am confident they're not actually on our side.
Oh, absolutely not.
We should definitely free the prisoners, and if your hunch is right that it's somebody controlling it, that's a fast way to deal with that problem.
yes. All right.
Snake's head or whatever.
This is a friendly reminder that you can use your amulet to
To talk to each
communicate
other.
people.
Thank
That
you.
is what, an action or a bonus action? How does that work?
Action.
Hi, Crystal.
Hey, Distal.
All right.
I
Let's
think
do
my
this
action
one.
economy will be used elsewhere.
Yes.
Probably, but so if you need to send a message, you can send a message to anybody else with a necklace with your necklace.
Well, should we go fight a bone construct?
Okay. Well, actually, before we split up, big question:
Mm-hmm.
are we using magic?
Oh, I think we have to at this point.
Yes. I will be using magic.
I feel like we should be as discreet about it as we
And,
can if we do, but
And if we need to, I can get us. Oh,
what the hell
What did
just
you
happened?
summon?
Just his sword. It's the.
Oh, is it the same sword you've been using?
it's the one from
Yes,
the.
it's the one. So this is the dwarven protector
Yeah.
of the king's sword.
Since when has it been able to do that?
Well, this is the first time I've actually made it work.
Wow.
Good. Okay.
Huh.
So I was gonna say for you two, don't be afraid to use soldiers as meat shields.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, no, I-
Lateral damage is allowed.
Yeah, but maybe
Go team.
We're not
Well,
gonna.
no.
Anyway, let's go.
if you have to.
Okay, so what are the teams?
It's
Us
those two, and me.
Okay,
Gimme.
so
So-
who's doing what?
We can have Dells along.
Mal and
No.
Milo are going
She's
for the
not
golem
sneaky.
and the
The
corpse
girls
collector.
and then split the boys.
Yeah.
And we sent Tommy to go make sure that the Shagan is safe.
Sure.
Dells is with us.
Okay,
Sure.
If Dells is gonna help, she should be going with you two. Because now that we've just said magic is allowed,
Magic is on the table.
she should probably go with you two and be, do her magic nonsense. However she wants to.
Maybe
Yeah,
try and
actually.
make sure that we
Okay.
don't look like we're the ones casting it
so
if we
one more
can't.
time. You're
Throw
dealing
a
with.
rock.
I'm going after the who we assume is the
Exactly.
controller.
Okay.
Misdirect.
And if it isn't, hurry back.
If it isn't, I'm gonna find out why they're standing here watching, and then I'm gonna come out.
And you guys are going after the
Or
creatures.
the creatures.
Do you two want to have Tommy go with you so you have extra muscle?
Take the
Wouldn't
big
hurt.
guy.
Doesn't
Sure.
hurt. He might not be sneaky though.
He makes a good distraction.
I'm not going to use Tommy as a meat shield.
No. You don't have to let him get hit. Just the soldiers will see
Okay.
him and be like, "Oh no!" Which is the perfect opportunity for you guys to take them from behind,
Cool.
Pop, pop.
which was in
pop.
her book.
Well,
All
let's go.
right.
1v1 from behind.
All right. So you guys do you sort of as you're making your plans, you do see that the creatures in the garrison are just sort of wailing away.
Yeah.
They seem to be specifically targeting soldiers.
Huh.
You see the golem sort of reach down, grab a soldier, flip him in the air, reach out and snatch him again, and as he chomps down, the body is split in half.
I thought
Ah!
you were gonna say that he swallows him, and then you watch it fall through the body and die from impact on the ground.
No, the soldier's sort of cut in half, and
Oh.
one half goes one way and one half goes the other.
Ooh, let's not
keep your
The,
distance.
have
corp-
that
the
happen.
corpse collector is just sort of you see sort of the glow from his eyes, and the what is it, wisps or
Yeah.
ghosts that it
Oh,
puts out
Those-
sort of shoot
Wisps.
out and spin around it and sort of take out a whole circle of soldiers.
Okay, on our way up, I'm starting with Branding Smite.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to.
So let's start because Cabbage has the highest score. We'll do the extraction team for a round,
Yeah.
and then we'll move down to the creatures, and then we'll get to you. Okay. And then I'll throw in monsters as appropriate. So for our extraction team, go for it. What do you guys? Tell me what you're doing.
Sneaky.
Yeah, we're gonna sneak over to where we see them already ushering people out.
Okay.
And like, is each monk being accompanied by their own soldier?
What are you wearing?
The regular clothes. From
Yeah,
the
regular
Okay.
clothes from the
She lost her
I was gonna
robes.
say you could just like.
undies.
Well, no, I was thinking like you could throw your robes on and pretend to be part of the group.
No,
this
she
way.
lost her robes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got caught in a tree.
Okay, so you guys are so in answer to your question, there are like multiple groups being moved, but each of the groups has 6 to 10 soldiers with them.
How big are the groups?
4 or 5.
The endpoint might be the safest place.
Hobbs,
Yeah.
find Hobbs first.
Hit the endpoint
Okay.
and
See
then
where
bring
it
it,
is
bring
that they're
everybody
going.
to you.
So you guys, since you're trying to sneak, do go ahead and give me stealth rolls.
So they're outnumbered by the
Yeah.
They are outnumbered.
Okay.
Yeah.
+9.
Which means they might be monks like you.
Yeah. 21.
Because if they were regular
Okay.
people, you wouldn't need to outnumber them if you have them bound.
17.
Okay.
I roll a 4.
All right. So it doesn't seem like anyone sort of notices you in all of the confusion.
Okay.
Oh.
So how do we play this, Cabbage?
I think we should go see where they're taking all the prisoners. And then we let them out like a herd of cattle.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
We
It'll
can at
depend
least-
on where they're holding them.
Just
Yeah,
has to
let's-
build that my plan would be
Let's get there fast and see what we can see. So we're gonna try to get there quickly.
Okay.
To see if we can, if this is something that we can pretty much set up to release them all at once. Just let the floodgates open.
Okay.
Stealth over speed.
Yeah, stealth over speed.
Stealth over speed, but definitely trying to follow along with them. Okay.
Mhm.
That's going to take a little bit, so we will come back to you guys
Yeah.
once they sort of
Figure that's
reach
a few
their
rounds, at
holding
least.
position. All right. So for our monster hunters,
You want the big guy or the little guy?
Big guy, I guess.
Okay. I'll go for the corpse collector.
Because that one is the one that's actively generating more things, so I think. Or should we focus both of us on one? If we take the one that is creating more problems for us, that might be worthwhile.
Which one's creating more problems? Right?
The corpse collector, because it's putting out the
Yes.
ghosts, the shadows,
We'll
the
start with
whatever.
that one first and hope
Okay.
that if
So I think primary objective, obviously we're doing damage, but we need to make sure. Yeah. Would you grab mine too?
Yeah.
We need to make sure that we are not getting hit by those shadow things, because if you recall, they did more than just damage.
if I'm aware, if we kill the corpse collector, the shadows disappear, right?
yes.
Okay. So, I'm gonna turn into that thing now. Signal me when we need to get out. I
do.
will run forward, grab Inger, and polymorph into a wyvern.
Yeah, that's disconcerting.
So I'm moving to wyvern stats.
Dells goes to save the brothel.
No, the brothel!
Okay.
She's got her priorities.
And then I'm gonna fly up to the corpse collector.
Wait,
and,
wait.
Claw grab. I guess I'll claw grab Mal, and we'll both barrel into the corpse
All these
collector.
soldiers will be like, no, another one! You guys are gonna hit the corpse collector, and it's gonna be like,
Wait.
hang on. They're gonna be doing the same thing we were doing. Wait a minute.
Do we take out the ones doing magic or
Okay.
the ones that are actively killing us?
All right, so you're going after the corpse collector then.
Yes.
All right. So you will get to act first.
Do I at least surprise it with the first attack?
Yeah.
Then I will, since I'm holding on you for the moment, I will drop you as we come. I will do a bite attack and I will sting it. So, first one at advantage. 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
2d6.
I guess I can work out my stuff too here.
10 points of piercing damage as I just bite into it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go with the stinger next. Oh, that's only a 10 to
Get
hit.
the other dice out.
That's only a 10 to hit, so the stinger just bounces off.
Yeah, the
corpse
stinger
collector's
just
armor.
bounces off. Okay.
As I sort of fly above it, sort of crying out to it to draw its attention. As I, yeah, so.
As you're doing this in my head, all I can imagine is as you're doing this, you've got the da 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 da.
Okay.
Well, that is me.
That's
So,
So smart.
Malik.
Well, I mean, I rolled real low. I'm assuming the monsters go before I do.
no, actually.
Wow.
Not in this group with what you guys are doing.
Look
Okay.
at you!
I like
Falling from the
that.
sky is in fact faster.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to.
Sixes.
Oh, it's only one time. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. So we've
Yeah, it's
got
the first time you hit it.
yeah, branding smite going on my sword. We're going to bonus action drop a shadow onto the ground
Okay.
as I'm falling, and we're going to take 3 strikes.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done. Oh well, I already said it. Okay, so we've got 2 17s and a 19, all with a +7.
So those all hit.
Okay, sweet. And then damage on the first one is going to be 9 plus 4 is 13 on the first one.
And you are using your magical weapon?
Yes. It's also, I mean, a magical branding smite as well. So it also will begin to shed light, dim light in a 5-foot radius and cannot become invisible until the spell ends.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Such a problem.
6, so I already gave you 6, 4 is 10, 13, plus 4 is, so 17 points of damage on first hit total. And then the next one,
So I've got 13 and 17.
oh sorry, no,
17
just
from the first
17.
Just 17. Okay.
And then 4 plus 4 is 8 on the second one,
Okay.
Are you also adding for the branding smite, or is that only the first hit?
only on the first hit.
Okay.
And then the third one is going to do 10.
All right.
Such a pretty box. Shout out to Wyvern Warfare.
Gorgeous box, and it's massive, which is great because I have a
Cool.
huge amount of dice.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Good. Mine's very small, and they let me, when I won the contest, they let me pick the big version. I don't know how big it is, like that big. But we'll
Oh, this
see.
one was a custom version, so.
Okay.
Cool.
So, a little
All right. So that's anything else?
Nope.
So question, does your shadow was doing 1 strike too? And does it
It's
count?
sort of unclear. So I can have 3 strikes. I only have 2. I have 1 extra attack currently, but I get another one from my shadow.
Okay. Does its attack count as magical?
interesting
It
question.
uses the same stats as your attack, right?
Yeah, it's kind of my understanding that it
Okay.
is using my weapon, but I don't actually.
I would have okay. That I was just
I can look up. The
I
rules
thought
for
so,
that.
but I wanted to be sure
Mhm.
on
I
that.
also feel like the shadow itself is inherently magical.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's a hereditary ability, Lance.
Here it is.
Yeah. So we'll say
My
that
magic
is
Geiger counter says
that is the
otherwise.
case.
It's
All
wrong.
right. So that is our monster hunters.
Is the corpse selector gonna
So the
But-
so the bag of bone or the dragon bones, the bag of bones,
I mean, yes.
is sort of away from you guys, and it doesn't seem to have noticed you guys. So it is still going after soldiers and isn't looking at you guys. The cadaver collector, however, will be. Let's see. The bigger threat is going to be the wyvern, probably.
Yes, that's what I was trying to go for. As a side note,
So-
it basically uses your stuff.
Yeah, that was kind of what I assumed.
Yes. You can make one additional melee attack from your echo's position.
So I need you, please, to make a Constitution saving throw.
What is the wyvern's constitution? Oh, mine. Oh, 8.
Okay, so it's you see the cadaver collector sort of crouch down a little bit,
Yep.
and
Yep.
then it starts to glow a little bit inside,
Mhm.
and the glow
Uh-oh.
runs up to its head, and a cone of gas shoots out of its mouth and catches you in it, and you are paralyzed for 1 minute.
Okay.
You can repeat the save on each of your turns.
Mm-hmm.
You've landed.
At the
You're such a
on
At the
each
end.
of your turns. That's basically the end of your turn. Yeah. All right.
Uh-oh.
So
touch bed.
Fall to the ground.
I was gonna say, yeah, he's on the ground and he swing, and he looks up to watch you like.
how high up were you?
How tall is the corpse collector? Probably 10 feet. So I'd probably
Somewhere
go, like,
between 10 and 15,
10 to 15.
Okay.
Because it's bigger than you, so it would be.
If he falls on the corpse collector, does it deal damage to the corpse collector?
Or does
No,
he
I
crush a
get
bunch of
impaled.
soldiers?
It's got spikes on it.
So you're going to take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as you crash into the ground.
Does he crash into the ground, or does he manage to hit some soldiers?
I keep the wyvern pulling with up.
Okay, so roll me a d20 real quick.
You guys are
12.
swinging.
12?
Like,
Um,
if you miss, you're like, can I redirect?
yeah, you just crash into the
Yeah,
ground.
I don't imagine
It's
anyone would have been
they,
close.
Yeah, no.
So
So you just crash into the ground. Hey, Lance, would you, as we're getting to you, would you grab the d6 that I flung over there for me?
No, nice.
Woo!
Okay.
Have fun monster hunting on your own.
Yeah, so,
All
so
right.
I imagine for the soldiers around, it's
I'll be
oh
back.
no, another monster. Oh, it's helping us. Oh, it's down.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
It was the. Oh no! Oh good! Oh no!
Okay. So it is now your turn.
I am going to make my way, trying to avoid as much of the actual combat as possible, but
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way towards that figure.
Do make a stealth check.
This is my friendly reminder that they have disadvantage to see me.
Because you don't have your big armor on.
That's going to be a 22.
22. Okay. There's enough chaos. You're able to just duck in and out and make your way to the base of the wall. Pretty much.
Are they up on the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
So probably somebody from inside town who has enough pull to be able to be on the wall during
This.
whatever this
Yeah.
is.
In that case, Killian's gonna put his mask with his armor on.
Okay.
And then, how tall is the wall?
It's about 25 feet.
Great. I am close enough that I am going to use detect thoughts to read the surface thoughts of that person.
Okay.
I love detect thoughts.
It's a great.
All right.
It is
thing.
such
Surface
a great
thoughts.
Yep.
Okay.
and complicated spell. What will I have
Okay,
for
so,
lunch?
all right, so I need to go that way, and there's a cluster of soldiers there behind that wagon that I can target.
Like I said,
Okay, Killian's gonna start climbing up the wall.
Okay. We'll get back
Yep.
to that. We will get back to that. All right. So for the girls that are following our monks.
We keep going.
Okay.
We can-
You follow them down to the riverside.
Okay.
And there are a couple of long, narrow, pole-driven boats that have been sort of pulled up onto the shore. And the soldiers usher these particular monks onto the boats and then set a perimeter guard.
Boats, you say?
Boats? Yes, indeed. Boats.
So.
Wait for him to load them all into the boats and then
Steal the boat.
steal the boat with them on.
Bye.
Honestly.
Are there like boats or boat?
Boats.
How
plural.
many?
There are two
There's-
of them.
Oh, just two.
And the perimeter guard is not on them. Just
No.
the monks.
They-
Well, I mean, there's like a small, probably enough to make sure that the monks don't like jump overboard or come out of the interior cabin.
How many monks are we talking here? So this is not a raft. This is a boat.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
it's like a keel boat.
In my brain, I had imagined a smaller thing, effectively like a raft with sides.
Yeah, no, it's a little bit bigger than that. They're probably about 25 feet long, about 15 feet wide.
How many monks do we think we're looking at, and how many soldiers?
So soldiers wise, it's about 15 to 20. As far as the monks, you only saw like a couple of groups, but if they've got them packed in there, they could have as many as 30, 35 monks in there between the two boats.
So cabbage. We can breathe water.
You
Sorry.
Need, they need to hear you.
So cabbage.
Stage whisper.
We can breathe water.
Yep.
You think we can get in there, sneak into it, fight our way out, pretty much have everybody free, and be able to go about moving this group without it looking...
So here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, give me what you got.
I'm thinking that we take care of the perimeter guards. Okay? Quiet like. Sneak onto the boat, release the prisoners, have them help us take care of the rest of the soldiers, send them on the merry way.
How many perimeter guard?
About, I forget what I said, 20,
said-
25?
Right, but I thought that included the ones on the boat.
No.
Oh,
No,
well,
it's
that's
just
the
perimeter.
unfortunate.
I'm thinking maybe... I mean, I appreciate your moxie, but I think maybe we sneak past them in the water, free the monks, and then we all together now come out and handle the perimeter guard.
How many soldiers does it look like? Does it look like there are on each boat?
Probably only about a half dozen. So 6 per boat.
That's not too bad.
No, especially if we get help from monks that definitely don't know
Yeah.
how to do things.
Yeah. Okay, so breaking in, getting into the inside where they are, start setting them loose, then move outward. You got anything better?
No.
I guess we're doing that then.
Well, hold on. Let's think through this a little bit.
This is a terrible idea, but here we are.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Yep.
Let's look through our things, see what we can potentially do.
Is there something Claire Danny should be remembering here?
No, there's something that I want to say for Cabbage's sake,
Oh.
but I'm not there.
I mean, I also We also need to find a way.
Like, okay, how are the boats moored?
So they're drug up onto the bank, and it looks like they might have like just a stake driven into the ground with a mooring line on it.
That makes it a little more difficult.
Because I was thinking that they were just tied with a rope. But if they're pulled up onto the shore, that's going to be a little bit more difficult because we will have to deal with the perimeter guard.
Yeah, but if they're binding all of these folks and sticking them in here, like, I imagine that we will probably have the help we need to overtake the perimeter guard. I mean, I'm not sure, but if nothing else, they'll be a good distraction for us being able to take out the perimeter guard. We might need to have a plan with them.
We might need reinforcements.
Update the rest of the crew.
Did we take Tommy with us?
It's up to you guys.
We took Dells, I think.
No.
Oh no,
No,
Del
Del-
stayed with us.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, if Dels was gonna go with somebody around the table,
It'd
it
be
should
the people
probably be the
doing
ones
magic.
that are gonna throw
That's
magic.
fair. Probably then. I don't know how you would want to figure him in.
Okay, I'll figure something out.
The Cinemode.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk to everybody, tell them what's going on our end? They might be kind of distracted at the moment.
Brayden's
Falling
not.
from, you know.
I'm just trying to think of a good way we could take out a lot of soldiers.
With a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay, while you guys are commiserating,
Yeah.
we'll move on.
If we jump into this, it could be.
Braden,
We could end up
make your saving throw.
in the boat,
Win your saving throw, please.
Please.
tied up, potentially unconscious.
18?
18 is the DC.
But I can't do anything.
It's okay.
That's
That is-
okay.
that is your turn.
You're free.
I'm so I just get up.
Because doing this solo was gonna be real rough.
Yeah.
All the soldiers stop and look at the dragon that's fallen on the ground. He's just.
Well, no, I don't have. My
Exactly.
wings push me. My wings push me back up, and I just.
All right.
I look to you and just like. Sort of shrug.
Here we go.
All right.
Okay. So first things first. With my bonus action, I'm gonna Hex Blades curse this thing,
There you go.
and with my
Okay.
action, I am going to cast Blur,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
and that is gonna be my turn.
That's going to be your turn.
Actually, I'm gonna move my shadow. Hopefully to sort of draw fire because it's the thing moving. Whether or not that works, whatever.
Okay.
I'm trying to hopefully save him from taking a hit as he's at least in this 6 seconds, not seconds. In this 6 seconds, he's still getting up, so I figure he's probably at least semi-vulnerable. So I'm gonna have my shadow moving, staying within arm's reach, to try to draw fire.
All right. So for the corpse collector, actually no, for the bone golem, you do see it sort of moving off a little ways. It's headed toward a cluster of soldiers that are hunkered down behind a wagon.
Oh darn!
So it's kind of headed that direction. It's moving away from you guys.
Maybe not.
The corpse collector, there is a sort of a mechanical electrical click, and a glow starts up around its belly.
The golem.
Mhm. And the glow sort of expands outward and starts to spin and spin and spin and spin and spin, and four shadowy or sort of ethereal creatures materialize around it.
Bullocks. Okay.
Sugar.
And then we're gonna see if it's with weapon. It does recharge.
No!
No, it can't use it this turn, but it has recharged.
I would like to use it on
for your future
Shadow, who is
reference,
immune to
Keith.
conditions.
You are immune to it.
No, for your future reference, Keith. That's you roll that at the beginning of the creature's turn. does it
No,
say?
I did it at the end. So
What do you mean I'm immune?
It already used it on
once
you.
once
effectively.
you have made the save
On
against
the
it.
corpse collector?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
immune.
I thought that was the golem.
No,
Oh, thank goodness. Sorry. Okay.
no, that was the corpse collector. The golem's going off to go kill some soldiers.
so that's it. So no, it's not its turn actually.
Oh.
I actually was kind of doing it. So it took its bonus action to summon the specters.
Oh.
Now it's gonna attack.
Recharged its breath weapon, and now it's going to attack. And it's going to make. You're not like right up in its
Okay.
face.
You went.
But Mal is, so it is going to target Mal.
Is it just gonna ignore the shadow?
It is going to just ignore
Okay.
the shadow.
It does have
I was
disadvantage.
gonna say Blur was a good call.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's 2 slam attacks.
Okay.
First one, 16.
Miss.
Okay. The other dice was a natural 20.
Okay.
Yeah, Blur was a good call.
Blur was a good call.
Second slam attack.
Blur is one of those ones that
Both
get
10s.
missed quite
So 20?
easily because
20 hits.
22
most
hit.
people
Okay.
take
So you're going to take.
Mirror image.
blink.
Oh yeah.
So you're going to take 18 points of bludgeoning damage, plus another 16 points of necrotic.
Oh.
That is 24.
That would've
34.
been- That would have
34 total.
more than half my hit points. Keep looking.
I'm good.
Okay, remember.
All right.
Yeah, 56.
And then,
What does it take to reload the auto injector?
That's just a bonus action to put one in.
all right, and then the specters.
Oh, right.
There are two, and it's going to go 2 and 2.
And I made my save for concentration.
Okay. All right. So these guys.
Math out of the way.
All right. So the 2 for Mal. 15. Or no, it's not 15. It's a 9. It's not going to hit. And I'm guessing 12 is not going to hit either.
Nope.
Okay. And then for the 2 coming after you.
Okay.
17
That hits.
and a 12.
A 12 miss.
Okay, so 1 hits. You're going to take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, 7.
Can't deal it back.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by that damage.
That's fine. I can't heal in this form anyway.
So there you go.
And continued concentration on the polymorph.
All right, and that is that. So we are now to you. So you're climbing up the wall.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try and angle because I want to get up on the wall and sort of cross and then move along the wall on the backside so I can get behind this person.
Okay.
So I'm not like going directly up at him.
Right.
Do I have enough movement that I'm able?
What's your
35.
35? You should be able to do that.
Okay, so I'll go up and cross over as stealthily as I can and move behind. As I am up,
Since his attention
Yeah,
is on the
on the
battlefield,
battlefield.
it's
Once I get up on the wall, though, I would like to use my action to cast Detect Magic to see if he has anything magical on him.
Lights like a Christmas tree.
Well, I'm hoping that there's a very specific thing that is magical that I can
Take from him.
The stone?
Or just be like, and this is now my Dragonbone Golem. What are the controls on this thing? How do you...
All right, so
Interesting question.
Huh. So the weird part is he's not emanating any magic at all.
At all.
At all.
Okay. Alright. That's okay. So yeah, I'll get in position behind him, and then I will wait for my next turn. I assume as I read his surface thoughts, it's more of the same, like, okay, oh, look at those soldiers, they're dead now, and I'm gonna move over there, and...
Yep. More of the same, yeah.
Just gonna show you
Okay.
action surge.
Team Monk Rescue.
Yeah. Team Rescue. We're back to you guys.
Do we wanna let the others in on this to see if anybody's in a spot where they can weigh in?
Well, we wouldn't have enough character or enough words to tell them all of our ideas.
That's true.
I think we're on our own.
I think so. I will send Killian at least as much of an update as I can, and pretty much say they're moving the monks to the boats. We're gonna have to infiltrate and fight our way out.
I don't have time for this.
Well, I can't respond to my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to try and do the get a guard?
We'd still have to deal with all the soldiers, though. We'd end up in the same place. Okay, well, clarifying question.
Okay.
Like, how moored are these boats?
I mean,
Like, could I shove this boat into the water?
Both of us.
Or one of us?
you probably could.
Okay.
I mean, they're
Real
up
water
on the
physics.
beach. They're not like all the way up. They're
Okay.
just kind of
Just shoved up a
just
little.
shoved up a little so that they don't
Enough
float
that they
away.
don't drift, yeah.
Okay.
And the mooring lines themselves are around these stakes, but it's sort of, it's a riverbank, so it's not the firmest ground. So you're not real sure how firm those stakes. It's probably enough to keep it from just like floating off down the river, but if you really put your shoulder to it, you could probably prise it loose.
So, on riverboats,
Yes.
likely they would have long poles on board
Yep.
so that they could push off.
Correct.
Does this look like the kind of boat that would have those long poles?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In fact, you can see the poles on the deck.
Neat. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. We do the infiltrating thing. We sneak onto the boat. We release the monks.
Uh-huh.
We push off and kill the guards on the boat
Yes.
because we just can't deal with the perimeter ones.
At least tie them up, get them set to the side, something. Yeah.
Oh, we have lots of interesting.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of good ideas.
Okay,
Oh.
now that
Are
you
they all
have,
just
now
on
that you
one boat?
No,
there's two. But now that you've come to this conclusion on your own, I can say what I was dying to say. If you steal the boats, Cabbage will be an actual pirate.
Yes.
Yeah.
And of course we were.
You are a pirate!
That does bring us to the question of there are two boats. Do I fling myself from the one to the other once we get the one secure?
I have teleporting daggers.
Sweet. I'll pole dance thing and
You'll pull down?
I'll pole dance thing.
Actually, you can honestly just like take the pole and just like
Yeah.
pole vault to the other one.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
another
gonna
thing,
pole
how
vault,
close are
do
the
dope
boats?
monk crap. And
I mean, they're not like touching, but
Uh-huh.
they're not super far from
Yep,
each other.
Like,
It's,
so we can do
probably
this.
could jump.
it's an easy jump
Okay.
from one to the other.
Okay.
So we go together, take care of one first, then go together to the
I
other
want you
one,
guys
take
to
care of
know
the
in
other
my
one.
mind's eye, I'm watching all these soldiers who have formed their perimeter, like, okay, we're gonna make sure they get away, and just like not even noticing behind them as you guys just like.
Yep. That's pretty much how we're gonna sell it. Then try to keep the soldiers we have to take down as quiet as possible,
Mm-hmm.
and try if we can to knock them out instead of kill them. But
But you do realize that if we're doing this quietly, we are likely going to have to kill them.
there's a very firm possibility. I do understand.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
gonna.
what you guys doing? So cabbage.
There's a lot of steps.
Step 1, infiltrate.
Okay.
They're moored and then up, right? So should we shove before we?
No, we need to infiltrate first.
Okay.
So I'm thinking
I am
we sort
all
of go
for this
around.
plan.
Water.
Right?
And
Get
then-
You
into
guys,
the water.
you guys can breathe underwater.
Yes,
exactly.
We have taken that into
Yeah,
consideration.
I'm gonna give
That
one
was
to
a
each
part
of
of
you.
all of these
because-
plans.
We had plans with fire and all kinds of
I
things.
am just glad that you guys came to the conclusion of we could just steal
Steal
the
the
boats
boats.
with the prisoners on them and leave.
Yep.
Right. I mean, but there were some other.
Considerations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Right.
anyway.
Okay.
Some moral.
Well,
No, I mean, Simi is in the group.
okay. So we're going to kind of go around a bit,
Okay.
get into the water since we can breathe underwater.
Okay.
Go under the water.
Because presumably they don't have perimeter guards in the water.
No.
Okay.
And then we're going to go up to the back
Okay.
of the nearest boat.
Okay.
Sneak up. Like very wet, quiet ninjas.
Okay.
Quiet ninjas. Gross.
All right. So these do sit up a little bit out of the water. So as you get there, I need both of you. So couple of things.
Nothing.
Both of you make a stealth roll to be quiet, getting out of the water.
Ooh, that was good. That's a 27.
27. Cool.
Rambo.
That's exactly what this is.
Okay.
And I want to say it's stealth. That I
Just
can
remember to
climb.
crouch. They can't see you if you're crouching.
And
21.
they do look in your
Okay.
direction.
Cool.
Cardboard
Good
box.
deal. Now, what were you looking for?
I think that I can spider climb now.
Yes.
I think that's a thing for me.
Okay.
With your
Eighth
new
level.
monk ability,
Ninth
you
level,
can
whatever.
climb up vertical surfaces.
Yep.
and
Cool. So
across
you
water.
don't have to deal with that. Cabbage, do make me a strength roll to get up onto the deck of the boat.
Okay, I was planning on using my dagger as sort of a handhold.
You will have advantage on the roll.
Okay.
Is that strength or athletics?
Athletics.
I don't know if it matters for you, but
No, it does not.
That's my highest.
That's my lowest.
Oh, you said I have advantage. It was the same.
Don't just love it.
Okay. 11. Because I have a -1.
I mean, it ain't pretty, but you are able to get up onto the deck. Now, it's one of those you get there and you sort of roll onto the deck, so you wind up on deck prone.
Okay.
As the two of you are climbing up onto sort of the rear of this boat, you do realize that there is a guard standing there by the tiller. And he's not watching his feet, he's watching sort of down the length of the
Right.
boat to the shore. So he doesn't notice you guys as you pull yourselves out.
That's
So, Simi, it is your choice on how to deal with
there's
this.
a guard right there.
I'm gonna make a stunning strike. Doo-da, doo-da.
Call.
I twitch.
Let his logo on the deck.
They can't make noise if you cut their vocal cords.
So that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll all the advantage.
They can't talk if you lobotomize.
So, no, that's the wrong one. That's the one. Okay, the lowest one of these, with a +8, is that a 6? That's a 9. Is a 15.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, and the stunning strike. I have to now remember how
Make
that
a
works.
constitution.
Yeah, con save.
Con save.
Is this Horatio?
Shut your mouth. Shut your
It's a
mouth.
fair question.
What is the DC?
I believe that's a 6.
8 plus your wisdom plus your proficiency.
8 plus wisdom. 12 plus proficiency, 16. Yeah.
So he does make the save.
Okay.
That doesn't mean that
Again.
he won't die from the bludgeon.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
all
think you
3
can
of
hit
those
him
will
again?
hit. Well, all 3 of those are going to hit.
Well, you could. If
You can stunning
I was
strike
gonna
on
say,
each
if you
one
want
of
to
those.
the key points, you can try and stun him on
You
each
can
one.
stun- Stunning strike as many times as
yeah,
you
I'm
want.
actually going to go ahead and make him roll that again. I'm assuming he's got at least a little bit of HP.
Well, we've never. Well,
Yeah.
You're the only one that's fought a guard, so you're the only one that knows what average
Also,
hit point.
I mean, when I fought guards, we didn't actually make me fight them, but I did look up the
HP.
yeah
What are they listed under?
guard.
Guard.
Townspeople.
Nope.
Right, no,
Yeah,
I
they're
can also
listed
check
under
see.
guard.
Because
If you want them
Commander
to be
has 10 hit
particularly
points. I know.
beefy, you could look up the stats for a veteran.
Mhm.
But I just assume
Oh,
soldiers are
there
going to
we go.
have random, like the regular
Yeah,
guard
just regular
stats.
guards.
Just regular old guards.
What was the DC again? I'm
16.
sorry, 16. So he does fail on the second one.
Okay, so he is stunned on that
Okay.
one.
So he, just because I can, he doesn't actually make this sound, but
Gives you a little help scream.
I really wanted you guys, as you climbed up, to just grab him by the back of his shirt and just.
yeah.
But the splash.
Not in Assassin's Creed.
This isn't Assassin's Creed.
No, it's not.
So yeah, I'm
I don't know
gonna,
if we
I'm
can
gonna
play, it gets closer and closer.
take those 2. He is going to end up taking 18 points of damage.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, that might put him down.
so yeah, the second one, you kind of feel, you feel him get stunned about the same time you feel the life leaving his body.
I was gonna say,
You did not say non-lethal.
accidentally break his neck.
Can I say non-lethal now?
No.
Just please kill him.
Well, I mean,
No, Keith. Just
Okay, Heath, I will throw this out there. The rules are not clear on whether taking down an NPC's hit points kills them or knocks them unconscious
Yeah,
and forces
true.
them to make saves like it does us.
true.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with that option.
All you know is he goes limp and sort of drops to the deck. Now, you have a split second to make a decision on: do you catch him and quiet the sound of him hitting the deck, or
Yes,
do
I
you?
do.
Okay, so make me a dexterity save
Okay.
to make sure that you actually can catch him.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fine. It's above a 20.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Significantly.
So
It's third-
it's like the lights go out, and you just sort of wrap him up and lower him gently to the deck.
Okay,
It might have been. Just
so he is no longer an issue. Is there anybody else immediately in the vicinity?
Not immediately in the vicinity. There are 5 more guards. Two towards the bow of the boat. 2 on either side, and 1 right at the very forepeak.
You guys can take 5. Easy.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, easy.
You have a rogue that can probably one-shot each of them.
Are there monks close by to us?
They're all in the.
They're
They're
all-
all in the thing.
Yeah, they're
not
all
being brought in
inside.
currently.
Yeah, they're
okay.
not visible. They're sort of sequestered inside the boat. Okay. We'll come back to you guys.
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunters.
Okay.
She
I
didn't
believe
get
it's
to
me
take her
first.
turn.
All right. First thing.
What's that?
Did you get to take a turn?
I mean, are you moving out
Well,
of your
Was my
location?
turn
You
getting
can't.
up on the boat?
You can't get up.
You're prone at the
You
Oh,
moment.
are
I'm
out.
prone.
You are
Yeah.
out of movement, so you could take an action,
Okay.
but it uses half your movement to stand up, and you have used all your movement to climb up onto the boat
So how
Could
did
my
I get to
action
do
be
that?
standing up?
because you didn't. No.
Because you didn't
Not
have
rules
to
written.
string
I'm
yourself
being a
up.
little
Sorry.
loose with
Okay.
with things here,
Oh,
guys.
take
So
I'm
it's
just
not
trying
like
to figure it out.
strict.
Sorry.
Section.
It's
Yeah, I
not
take
like
that back.
strict.
You could, because you're a
Initiative
rogue, so
order.
you could bonus
Yeah.
action dash to get movement again. Stand
To
up,
Stand up.
and then you still have your action if you want.
I would like to do that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna crouch up.
Okay.
crash him.
And just for good measure,
Stab him.
as my action, I'm going to throw on my invisibility cloak.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. Good deal.
Before you started climbing up, I was sitting over here like.
I mean, it would.
Oh.
I didn't want to do it in the water.
That's fair.
There's just gonna be like wet footprints on the deck.
She's invisible, but they can still hear her.
They can't see her. They can still hear her.
Cabbage walks like a duck does.
Cabbage has been on boats for a long time.
All right. So our monster hunters.
Okay. All right. With my first action, I'm gonna try and push this thing prone. At least for my
so
first
I-
attack action.
So
Push
okay.
over the.
I want to just push it over
Nice.
so we can get it down on the
You know
ground.
what, Brayden? I
Just
like
shove.
that.
Give it a good shove.
So
Okay, so you do have specters around you as well.
That was.
yes,
Okay.
I am aware.
You
But
are
I know
aware.
if I kill this thing, the specters disappear.
Good point.
So
okay.
I am trying to kill this thing before the specters can kill
Okay,
me.
so you are trying to push it over.
Yeah. So I rolled. So you got to beat a 17 strength.
We all gave you one.
Yes.
For your plan to
And
infiltrate the
it
boats.
rolled a 13. So it's gonna go over.
I just get up to the air and just with my claws just push it to the ground. So I'm gonna quickly roll my actual other attack with advantage. Okay, they're a crit. But that's a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
All right. So that is okay. So it is not unaffected by non-magical things, by non-magical attacks. Correct.
Yeah, it is unaffected by non-magical attacks that aren't adamantine.
Okay. Well, then I can't affect it.
I'm not gonna
Because
know it's a good idea.
unless you say that this wyvern counts as magical attacks, but I don't believe it does.
I'm gonna make a point here, Keith, because we've ran into this before. Rules as written, it will not count as magical attacks. But rules as written, the claw attacks of a dragon also don't count as magical.
Yeah,
Right.
dragons can't claw and bite at each other. Rules as written. They can only affect each other with breath weapon.
Yeah, it's kind
But
of
if
Or
if
spellcasting.
if you say
kind
it
of
doesn't
like
affect,
witches
that's fine. I
who-
do have a second. I do have a second.
Give me-
thing that
Can't do anything if they're silenced.
Because I was just thinking that I was just like, oh, I can't affect this thing. Because a wyvern does not have magical, or a wyvern's attacks are not considered magical for the purposes of overcoming.
yeah, for
magic.
damage resistance.
Yes, but if you rule it as that, that's fine. But I do have a secondary effect.
Does it count as magical damage if you pick it up and fly it up super high in the air and drop it?
No, then it's force damage.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is that how
all
that
fall
works?
damage.
No, it's
is
bludgeoning
force
damage.
Yeah, I thought it was bludgeoning.
It's bludgeoning damage.
Are you sure?
Because
I'm so
force
sure.
damage is like getting hit with something that is coming at you, not you going to it.
Is it force damage when you're the projectile?
I'm going to say that since you are magically transformed into this creature, that its attacks do, in fact, count.
All right.
For you.
Thank you, gracious DM. Thank you, bow with you. So that is it's going to be 11 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then I will need it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, it is bludgeoning.
What are you...
This is the stinger of 11.
Okay, so it rolled a natural one.
Okay. So it will take
For a
27
6.
points of cold damage as I stinger it and just
Nice.
pump it full of this
Very nice.
cold damage
Okay.
directly inside it. And then I
Calculator.
move it towards you, my
I
friend.
still just love that you're like, I know what I'm gonna do. Push.
Well, I was just I was just
Sucks to
thinking.
suck.
Good
I was just looking at it
old-fashioned
as like
shove.
I don't have a lot of great stuff, but I was like I can
Oh no, just wait till you see what he can do because you just put it prone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
this is
gonna
gonna
be bad.
be great.
Okay.
Okay.
I only have 2 more turns of 3 attacks, but
Go for it.
we're gonna.
So that will be you.
All right, Keith. So I had a back checker. We have pictures of my rolls because I had to re-roll a bunch of stuff to pre-roll
Okay.
because I didn't get out a bunch of. I could have just gotten
You
out
could
more
just have
dice.
someone's action surging, so he had a lot of rolls.
Yeah. And because of it being prone, we now have advantage. So I re-rolled those as well, which are all on the board currently. So my big question is, does I'm assuming that a 13 does not hit.
13 will not hit.
Okay.
Wait, what did you? Oh, wait, what did you? What roll did you have? That was a 13.
It was the first go.
Yeah, it was in the first round.
Oh.
Yeah. I assumed that was going to be a miss, so I counted that, but it re-rolled at a 15, so we're good there. I'm assuming the lowest of those, let's see, 12 plus 7, does a 19 hit?
19 will hit, yes.
Okay. Then we're
Everything
doing 80 plus 2 plus
80?
4 is 86 points of damage.
How many crits was that, Steven?
That was 3 crits because of my Hexblades.
Oh, that's right!
Yeah.
Crit on a
19.
19.
Yeah, that's why I was like, this is gonna be bad.
Oh.
In my mind, I like to imagine that he pushes the cadaver collector over on you. And like, you know, it's like, oh no! And then we hear this like, yeah, we hear this, and then he's just cutting his way up through the center of the corpse collector.
That's amazing.
But you should.
Nice.
Well,
That was...
This-
Very nice.
This is the most damage I've done since
No,
Clara.
Yeah.
Yes, no, that was...
Insanely awesome.
Damn.
Does that put the corpse collector down, Keith?
It does not.
Okay.
Oh.
I didn't think so.
Good.
Okay. That was the
Yeah,
most
just
impressive
I
round that
imagine
you've
you
done
just
in a long
alien
time.
this thing, and you just like burst out of the center of it.
Like one of those cartoons where you see the saw on the floor. And it's just your sword is just carving yourself a hole to climb out.
Got it.
Damn.
All
okay.
right. Yep. So that happened.
Yes, it did.
Hold on, Steven.
I think
Yeah.
here comes the
And now it's retribution.
Yeah, now the corpse collector's gonna be like, oh, hey. Yes, the corpse collector is laying there, and you're on it. You just burst out of his chest, and it's gonna go like this.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
so it is going to
Unprone itself, I'm assuming.
it is going to unprone itself and make 2 slam attacks against you.
At disadvantage.
Because you have blur.
I wish you.
Yeah. And I'm
I
good
wish
on
it was
hit
me,
points.
That
but
one's cocked, but I'm assuming the
Oh, we take what
4
we
is
can get.
yeah, the
Yeah.
14's not going to
well,
hit.
I have like 10. I basically have 110 temporary hit points at the moment, so I would rather.
And
much rather
20.
Hey, oh, it just hits.
20
Oh,
will,
that hits by 1.
so 20 will hit, and you'll take 18 points of bludgeoning plus 16 points of necrotic.
Okay, can you hold those numbers for me for a second?
Sure.
I'm just going to pull my calculator back up because I am...
Does that put you below?
Smart.
I think it does, yeah.
So 2d4.
So 34. Okay, what were the 2 numbers again?
18 and 16.
18 and 16.
Definitely.
Okay, yeah. Down by 68. And then can you remind me what the auto-injector does?
Roll
specifically?
2d4
It-
plus 2.
So it injects you with the whatever's loaded into it, which is a healing serum, heals you for 2d4 plus 4.
Okay.
No, 4.
So that will trigger, and that is
Oh! Max
Hit
healing!
points.
so
12 hit points.
12 points.
All right. So you get 12 of those back.
Yeah, so because I make them, it uses my modifier for extra healing.
All right. And then the
Spectres.
specters.
Nice job, Team Monster
Very,
Hunter.
very
That
good,
was
Monster
badass.
And so again, 2
I
of
think
them
we have a
are coming
new
up-
strategy.
So
I
again,
pushed
2
it
of them are
over.
coming after you.
And you beat the
With disadvantage still.
Like
Oh wait,
that
I need to
strategy.
roll.
Oh yeah, you need to roll concentration.
That was 1 hit. Yeah, so you got that.
Yeah, with advantage.
So 21.
Hits.
The wyvern pushes it over, and Mal goes, "Fall on my blade!"
And
So 21, and you will take. So you will take 10 points of necrotic damage
okay, and then I save.
and make a Constitution save.
Okay, save for concentration, which was first, and then con save of 28.
You're
Natural
fine.
20.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, second specter.
Okay.
I'm assuming a 15 is not going to hit.
Nope.
No. What is it? No, those weren't. They don't get a plus 10. Would've been-
No!
Would have been a 9 to
they
hit.
don't.
Sorry.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Okay,
So
so
15 hit cabbage.
first specter to hit you.
Yeah.
Or hit Alma.
My
Go for
AC is 15.
It's 15 cabbage.
22.
22 hits.
10 points of necrotic damage. Make
Okay.
your con save.
Fail.
Okay, so your hit point max is reduced by the 10.
It doesn't necessarily matter with this form,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
And then
Great.
21 is also going to hit, so
That
you'll take
hits.
another 10 and make the con save again.
Yeah.
I recall they had a
Fail
high
again.
AC.
Okay. So your hit point max is down 30 at this point.
Yes. I'll just have a note on that in case someone does heal me. But
Right.
Keeping up, he's just
Straight out.
not at this point.
And then make me a perception check.
Oh, my wyvern actually can see better than I can.
Oh, jeez.
initiating self-destruct.
Oh, well, I say that, but I roll dog water. 11.
Dog water. I like
Okay.
Me too.
A shadow appears before me. It's not full because the moonlight goes through the bones as it stands above me.
Okay.
Puny god.
It's my AC is 13, if that's what you're wondering.
Okay, so 15 will hit.
Okay.
So this shadow sort of
Hold on, buddy.
falls over you, and you are pinioned by this
Oh.
bone golem. So you will take 12 points of piercing damage.
Yes.
You are pinned beneath. You're pinned beneath its claw and are restrained.
Okay.
And then it's going to make a couple of rend attacks.
Okay.
Just a possible note for the DM. Does it also get a breath? You said it got its breath weapon back. Does it use it? I don't know if
The
it
corpse
can.
collector.
That was the corpse collector.
Yeah, does it use it?
It requires
It
an
didn't.
action to do that.
It's a bonus action for that one.
Oh.
Okay, so it could still have done that to me if it wanted.
It did not want
Okay.
to.
Good.
It saw an ally coming.
Okay, I just wanted
Yeah,
to make
I
sure
was
that
kept,
if-
I
The
was
corpse
keeping
collector was
track.
like, "Oh no!" and then he looked over your shoulder and was like,
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, I took that into account. No
Okay.
worries. Okay, so 2 rending
I know,
attacks.
right?
to be fair.
Advantage because I am restrained.
Right. So the first one is a 22.
That hits.
So that'll be 12 points of piercing damage.
12.
Plus another 5 points of necrotic.
So 17.
17 total. Yep. And then the second rend is also going to hit
Okay.
for that same 17 again.
Okay.
You never know.
And
Yes, I did.
that is its turn.
Okay.
Let's say that. Let me make sure. Yeah, that is its turn. So, we will come back to you. Surface thought is, where the hell did that wyvern come from? Let's get that off the board.
Okay, so with hearing that,
So it knew what a wyvern was.
Oh, that's
Yes.
it. That's an interesting
Yeah.
fact.
So-
Is this 3 kobolds in a cart?
No, it's 4.
I'm gonna come up from behind and like push it over, and only the front part falls down. Who's that? Oh no! So Cillian's gonna sneak up onto the wall.
Okay.
I'm gonna sneak up behind this person.
Mm-hmm.
Is their neck uncovered?
No.
Like all the way around? Like I know they're wearing a cloak. But
Yeah,
I
yeah, they're
see-
wearing the
But
cloak.
they don't have like
Armor.
an anti-vampire or something or other on, right?
No,
check
I mean,
it. No, that used to
nothing
be
like
this-
that. There's, I mean,
the
there's like a
Shakespearean
high
ruffle.
collar.
That was
and a
actually why
ruffle
that
and
was
something.
invented.
Killian's gonna reach
It's
into his
hard to
belt.
get.
He's gonna pull out a syringe. He's gonna pull the thing off the needle, and I'm gonna sedate him.
Okay,
Okay.
so make your attack.
I assume I have advantage, because I assume he does not know I'm here.
Okay,
Is that true?
that is a good assumption.
That is a good assumption, or that is true.
You did not say that is true.
Those are two different things.
Keith's being far too coy.
Well, that's a 22.
Okay,
Shield.
It doesn't work.
all right. So that does get by.
And I will inject it with my sedative.
Okay.
Trap you.
Is any change in the surface thoughts?
Oh shit.
No.
What's that?
It's the biggest mosquito I've ever.
What is there a save?
Yes, there is. The DC is 18. It's a con save.
Okay. What the? And you do see, you do feel that the lights are going out, and as they do, the disguise drops, and it's not a man; it's a familiar-looking necromancer. And as she sort of turns,
I knew it! I freaking knew it!
and then
Keith,
she
Someone
zaps
we know
out.
uses
This is not familiar to me.
in
Oh.
the tower.
Oh,
Killian
that's
was
right.
not
Oh,
there.
that's right.
Killian doesn't know who this person
I
is.
freaking knew she was here.
And she zaps out. She bamps
I knew
out.
she was here.
Ooh, wait.
You need counterspell. Counterspell.
Let's see what I have.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Counterspell.
Well, that now is a permanent association in my brain, thanks.
That's it. That is a Sam Riegel special. I can't take credit for that one.
All right, Keith.
Were you stabbing with an anchor?
Anybody?
Whoever she wants to.
Who needs it?
Did stabbing her use my action?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I don't know if this will matter, but we're gonna try it anyway. She needs to make a Constitution saving throw or be teleported to a point I choose.
What?
Yeah.
What is that?
Interessante.
Vortex warp.
Oh.
yeah.
I don't know. I might teleport her, and then she might be able to teleport away anyway. But if I can tell that she's trying to bamf out, I'm gonna be like, "No, let me teleport you first instead."
What
Maybe
is,
that'll
so
throw
what
it
is? I guess I don't.
off. It's from Strixhaven,
Basically, they have to make a Constitution saving throw,
or I can
or
teleport
he
them
can
somewhere. that I
teleport
can
them
see.
90 feet on safe ground.
Yeah.
I had to make
Yeah.
that stipulation.
I
So
mean, it's
con-
Yeah.
yeah,
So-
Constitution. That's gonna be.
I knew she was here, but Sploof being here also threw me off.
And what's
Is he actually?
16.
16?
Oh, have we confirmed that?
No.
We believe that is the
That's
case.
what
Well-
Jen said.
She just missed.
Oh,
Okay,
Jen
so
said
I'm
it?
gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna teleport
I forgot
her
about that.
back on the over just next to me on the wall. I don't know. Maybe I will teleport her and then she'll still be able to teleport out. I don't know. That's all I got if I only have my bonus action. So basically, as she's trying to teleport, I'm like, nope, I'm teleporting you. And I don't know if that'll throw her off or mess
Her
it up.
teleport was her reaction.
I know that's why this is your call. It might not work. It's just Killian's best shot.
I do love
What-
the idea.
I'll tell you what.
Come on, Keith, pull off. Make a wild magic surge happen.
She turns into a potted plant.
Because if you're confused, whatever I do when I DM, it's just like, Let's see what happens with this.
What's your dex modifier?
+3.
You've got an edge on her in speed.
Basically, I'm hoping to throw her off just enough that it disorients her enough for the sedative to finish the job.
Just okay. So what? So you stab her.
Mhm.
You see it start to take effect. She turns and sees you, bamfs out. You intercept her in the middle of that. she winds up like basically right there, and because she was only about halfway through her spell, as she lands, she finishes it and really bamfs out at that point.
Okay.
Only because I rolled a nat 20 to figure out what actually
fair.
happened. So yeah,
Does the bone golem respond to what just happened?
we will get to that. We will get to that.
Oh, and I'm gonna respond to CB because now, on her last turn, she sent me. So Killian will respond. Sounds good. Bone golem controller disabled.
Good
'Kay.
job.
All right, so we're back to
Team
team
Grand Theft.
extraction.
Piracy.
Grand Theft Water.
Team piracy. Okay.
Cabbage.
Okay, so I am standing up. I have my invisibility cloak on. Simi's just killed this guy.
Ish.
Probably. Who is the next nearest bad guy?
So there's two up your side of the boat, and then there's two up Simi's side, and then there's one all the way up at the bow.
Okay. And none of them are looking this way.
None of them are looking your way.
Because why would they?
I can't do the same kind of stunning strike. I'm just gonna kill them. I'm sorry. Okay.
I am the moral compass of the group.
Well, this feels necessary.
Also, I'm not gonna lie, I would not feel bad about killing the soldiers who are actively holding the order members
That is
captive.
fair. I'm not going to try to guilt her in any way about this.
Okay. I am going to sneak up behind the nearest soldier,
Okay.
dagger in hand,
Okay.
and very quietly, very stealthily cut his vocal cords.
No.
And hold on to him so that when he falls,
Okay. Make your attack. You have advantage. He does not realize you are there.
Assassin's Creed him.
Yes.
23.
That's plenty. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I should have pre-rolled damage. Sorry, guys.
No, that's fine.
No worries.
Okay.
It was the first time I'm actually
dagger.
pre-rolling stuff, so.
It makes things move faster.
It's less.
I get sneak attack.
Yes.
Okay.
What
I'd
was
be-
that?
Must have been the wind.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it just starts like,
Like in any Batman game, it's just like, the bat's not out tonight. What's that noise? That's nothing. And then they're all surprised, it's the Batman! It's like,
What did you
what
expect?
did you expect?
23 points of damage.
strike 2.
She's just
Wait, are you apologizing as you
Canadian
kill him?
assassin.
want to kill him.
Canadian assassin.
Sorry about this.
And as he falls, lower him to the ground.
Okay.
Very quiet,
Or
like.
him gingerly into the river and set
All
him
right.
afloat down the river. So we'll
See me.
find him.
So, coming up the next direction, I am going to go ahead and do the things. What is the AC to make your like,
16.
16. Okay. So two of them will miss. Two of them will hit. So that's going to end up being 16 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm doing flurry of blows, so I've got the 4 attacks.
Okay. Again, are you
I'm going to be trying to do non-lethal,
okay?
and if I can blow some of my movement to do a quick tie.
Okay. So you're able to knock him out and lower him to the deck.
Okay.
Real quick,
Mhm.
as I lower, I want to like prop him up against something so it just sort of looks like he's sitting.
Okay.
That's a
If
good
I
idea.
can manage that.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do.
Jerry, you're sitting down. What the heck's going on?
Dude, what do you feel?
I'm not feeling well, man.
Took an arrow to the knee. Took an arrow to the knee.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
you
then
guys
I would move forward at that point.
Yeah,
and keep
on to
going.
the next one.
on to the next. So go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so I have mine pre-rolled if you want to go back for. Okay,
for it.
so 25 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and shit, I just lost the math. I didn't write it down. Hold on.
Anything over 11.
Oh, it's well over 11. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
And
Something to write down.
The odds are pretty good with your sneak attack damage. You're probably just one-shotting these guys.
Yeah.
and I do want to
Use
do the
that
same
to
thing
mark
where
down what you-
prop it
Okay.
up so that it just looks like they're sitting.
See me?
Okay.
We're gonna have to do this.
So moving forward, and there's only one more on my side.
There's one more on your side, and then
And
there's
the guy
one
at the
right
back.
all the way at the
He's gone.
at the back.
Okay. So I think all of these hit. Yep, all of these hit.
You don't need.
How much damage do they each have?
11.
11. Okay. So in both cases, let me make
These
sure
are
I'm telling
these are
the
not
truth.
hard guards.
Okay. So both of them non-lethal, gonna take them to unconscious.
Okay.
So that takes them.
All right. So then the two of you sort of reach the front of the cabin for the boat, and are sort of you come around the corner about the same time, and then there's only one more guard left on the boat, and we'll get to that next time we get back around to you.
Good job, guys.
Nice.
One more boat to go.
Monster hunters.
We haven't died yet.
So, brr, on
Several
the
seconds.
ground.
Bone golem.
So you're sort of under the claw of this bone golem, and you know it has just sort of clawed at you and
Ow.
pinned you, and then you kind of hear a, and it's still just standing on top of you.
Okay.
Isn't that
I
how it
will
works?
I was really hoping it just fell.
attempt to escape.
Okay.
A 19 to escape.
Yeah, you'll be able to. That is an auto success because it is no longer active.
Is that your action? To get out? Keith?
I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be your action.
Okay.
For that.
So, that's all I can do, and I'll just like look at the thing like in a defensive way.
It's sort of standing there. There is
yeah, like
it's standing there. There's
way.
sort of weird magical smoke sort of out of where its nostrils would have been.
pull this thing apart. I get a chance.
Up close, it's really like creepy because you can see where bones have been fused together and sort of ground down to fit together, and
Ugh.
it's like the worst kind of stone work that you've ever seen. I mean, you get that too. So
Sound that would make bone on bone
Not a
on
good
bone.
one.
Okay, so we're going to stabby, stabby, stab. Although it's a long sword, so I guess it would be slashing, not stabbing. I'm assuming that a 15 misses, yeah? For
Correct.
the corpse collector? Okay.
yes.
Then the only one hits, but it is a crit, and it will be 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And I don't really have good bonus action, so
Can you shadow do another?
No, that's my. That just works as part of my attack option. I can do that one more time. And then I'll be down to 2 attacks.
Okay.
Just let it go. Okay. Yeah. No, that's I can't disengage as a bonus action, but I will go ahead and risk the Wait, nope, because there's 2 shadows too. Not gonna do that. Just kidding.
Okay. There's a sort of a click and a whir, and you start to see the green glow moving up its chest into its
crap.
mouth.
As I say, and you're like, no.
Nope.
So I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
What is that? 13.
And you are paralyzed.
That was with a +8.
It's already up. So it's going to.
Oh, here comes
Yeah.
the 2 auto
This is where it's
crits.
gonna hurt.
Well, no, it is. Its action is its breath.
Oh, okay.
Wait. You said you had a bonus action on your turn, right?
Yeah.
Because he would not have known this. It is a bonus action to refill the auto injector, and you do have extras.
I don't know that Mal would have thought of it though.
That's fine. I just
Yeah.
So its action is to do its paralyzing breath, and then it's going to take a couple steps back away from you, but you're paralyzed.
I forgot I have 2 of these. And this is something I do
Oh,
not
never
want to
mind.
fail.
Never mind then.
Dang it.
could use another one.
Come on.
Dang it.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
no.
mean, karma comes when you
Yep.
have an amazing combat round.
So you're paralyzed, and so it's going to step away from you.
He's just gonna get ready to punt you.
He just double punched you, but he didn't.
But now the specters move in.
There it is.
This is
Okay,
gonna
you
suck.
probably won't be able to do as much damage.
All
as
right,
those.
so these will have advantage on you,
I am at exactly half health currently.
but because you've got they would have. So this is just a straight roll.
Oh, I could have done
Oh.
second win.
18.
Misses actually.
Okay.
Oh wait,
You didn't take
they
damage.
so it is just a straight roll for these.
Yes, just a straight roll.
Yeah. No advantage or disadvantage.
No
'cause
advantage or
we're-
disadvantage. The second one is going to miss as well.
I keep Max out of battle because he doesn't have much he can do without.
Because he feels that you should treat your familiars humanely.
Also, I don't have things that I can really do through him, unlike.
And then the 2 specters after
Yeah,
you.
no, that's fine.
21,
The heads.
11.
Okay.
No, I mean
11 to
that's the
11
second
to
hit.
on the second
Oh,
hit.
11 to hit, that misses.
Okay, so only one of them hits you. You'll take 10 necrotic damage, and then make a con save.
19.
Okay, so you actually made that one.
Okay.
All right, and so that is that. And
Do it.
that will take us back around to Killian.
So I see that the bone golem is essentially turned off.
Mm-hmm.
And quick glance around, I'm guessing I do not see the person who just teleported.
No.
Okay. Well, then, in that case, Keith, from my nice perch up here on the wall, do I happen to make out the commander tent? Or the command center of the garrison?
Make me a.
Cut off the head of the snake.
Ooh, how would that would?
The biggest tent, I assume?
Well, that'd probably be mess.
Oh, that's fair.
I'm kind of assuming I would already kind of know where it is because I've been in and out of the garrison as we were doing the prison building. I just need to see if it's like in the middle of the fighting or not.
Yeah, you know what? No roll required for that because you are familiar with it. You do see the command tent. It's contrary to what you would think, it is
Right.
not
It's
right
not.
in the center of the camp. It is sort of at the edge of where the action has been happening, so it wasn't like directly targeted, but it's sort of on the fringe of collateral.
Is there lots of activity going on in the command tent? Do I see lots of people running in and out?
No. But
Fix that.
that is sort of right in the area where these guys are.
How? It's near the fighting, but it's not like
Mhm.
actually in the.
From your perch, you are actually just make a perception check real quick.
17.
17. Okay. So from your perch, you're actually able to start realizing that the main body of the garrison has pulled back from the bone golem and the wyvern and the corpse collector and Mal.
Me and you can never go back.
So it's like they're opening the circle around them because the creatures are distracted. They're retreating and regrouping.
regrouping.
Yeah.
Ew.
How damaged
Gross.
does the corpse collector look?
It's starting to look pretty rough.
Let me rephrase that. Do I think the garrison could manage to take it down on their own now that we have weakened it?
No, because their weapons aren't magic.
I know that their weapons aren't magical. I'm just trying to gauge, like, do I think that they could take it down, or do I think we still need to be the ones to finish it off? Because I'd like to just let the garrison have to mop up.
They weren't doing a real great job. They were on the short end of the fight. You're not sure if that's just because they weren't able to affect the corpse collector, or if the bone golem was a big part of that as
Okay.
well.
That case, Killian's going to use his necklace, and I'm going to message Milo. And Killian's going to say, see if you can't drag that fight a little bit closer to where the garrison's regrouping, and I'll give him whatever cardinal direction that'd be. That direction more, if you guys can manage.
Is that group line? Or is that
No,
just
that's
Milo?
just to Milo. I
Okay.
can't take multiple times to send it to multiple people.
I don't receive that.
Yeah, you do.
I'm a wyvern.
Your equipment is absorbed into you for polymorph.
Yeah.
That's how you back.
But he does have the mental stats of a wyvern.
Yes.
Right,
I have no languages.
I figure you're the one who's best equipped to, like, get it moving. And then I'm gonna
Fair.
head down stealthily towards that command tent.
Okay.
Where did you want me to take you?
We will
More closer to
circle
where the
back around
garrison's
to
regrouping.
team
Okay.
extraction.
Basically, keep
Okay.
dragging the garrison into the fight.
Team
if you can.
extraction. Okay, so
I don't know, pick it up and throw the corpse collector at him, something like that.
I guess I'm gonna go up to that last of the guards,
Okay.
and sneaky sneak up, and like, is he within good view of everybody
I mean,
else?
if they were facing your direction, yeah.
I was to say, I'm pretty sure everybody's watching.
But they're all watching up the bank towards the commotion.
Okay, so
Um,
I'm gonna peek over to make sure that nobody's looking at him.
Yeah,
right
nobody's
then.
looking towards you. You can see sort of in the middle of the garrison. You can see this bone golem, and it's just standing there, not moving, and sort of just above the top of the hill. You can kind of see the wyvern head flopping around.
Good job, guys. And I'm gonna run up and attack that guy. So all of these hit. I'm missing a dice. Don't know where it went. But yes, all of them are going to be hits.
Okay.
And oh, there it is. So do you need the amountage on this? It's going to be a lot more than the others, but I don't know if this guy is special.
No.
Okay, so non-lethal damage, putting him down.
Okay.
Gonna go let out the monks, or go tell them what's happening.
Real quick, is there a way that we can like prop this guy up?
Yes.
I mean, probably like prop him up standing,
Or leaning on something so it looks like he's still on guard?
Put it next to a
I
box.
mean, yeah. I mean, you could probably lean him up against the railing.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Daggers from the jar of daggers to like pin him.
Also, I'm gonna cut off a section of rope and tie up these guards and
Yes.
gag them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you'd done that.
I hadn't because it would have eaten up action economy. Although if that weren't a thing that we were dealing with, then I would have done that. But I was also going to have the monks come out and make sure that they were tied up.
That's fair. I'm just thinking since we still have to go to the other boat.
Totally makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess I'm
Yeah.
gonna.
Now to the monks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to the monks. So you go and you open up the door.
You go. I'm gonna stay up.
Yeah, that's smart.
Okay.
So I go down there
Okay.
and like, okay, guys, this is what's happening, and start cutting all of their bindings. And tell them, like, okay, some of them that are just doing their jobs, like, they need to make sure. I'm not sure if I saw her tie the rest of them up. Would I have seen that?
A lot's happening all at the same time. You probably didn't catch that, but
Like, any of them that are down and still alive, tie up.
And remember to tell them not to push off until we take care of the other boat.
Don't push off. We're gonna try and make sure that the others are taken care of too.
okay.
And if anything goes super sideways, do we have some fighting skill amongst us? Anything like that? I mean, I've been training for ages, so you have too,
Done
right?
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. So be ready in case we need to fight our way out of this situation, and we can go from there. Just the whole time releasing
Okay.
their bindings and all of this stuff. Like, try to not cause a massive commotion, because right now there's enough commotion that it is distracting all of the people on the shore. Probably best if it stays that way. So
Okay.
be low key. Be low key. We'll regroup a little ways down.
I'm guessing Master Hobbs isn't in this group,
Not that you've seen.
or he would have.
I might give them like a kind of an estimated mile marker if something strange happens and we get set loose and get separated, like
Okay.
meet up X amount down the river.
Okay.
Good idea.
Good idea.
And then I guess I'll go Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Okay. Both of you guys just make me. You know what? Just make me a D100 roll for both of you.
I don't trust this.
Surprise! They were guards in disguise.
Actually, I was just thinking that would actually be a really good idea to have like a guard
29?
tied up with
Okay.
all of your prisoners in case something like this happened.
Oh, that guard would get turned on so
I was gonna
fast.
say.
You go with this. I never can remember how to do percentile.
It's either 71 or 17. You're
Right, how
typically
do you
supposed to
decide?
roll a different die. I mean, those are both percentiles, so you roll a one
Usually you roll
percentile,
one with
one
the
D10.
tens and one with the not tens.
Oh. Okay, we'll just. D10.
Do you want to use one of mine?
Can do it.
6. 9.
So that would be
19.
19. Yeah.
19.
Okay.
I don't like any of this.
No. Like what are we going for? Do I need to use one of those inspirations?
No, I was just using that to gauge how well you guys did on the second boat.
Should I use an inspiration?
I mean,
How is your percentile system working here?
Are we doing this old school where 0% is the best percent, or like normal
No,
people where
no.
100% is the best percent?
higher was going to be better.
So can I re-roll?
Should we?
I mean, are you
asking
using
to
an
Oh,
inspiration?
I mean, absolutely, I'd use an inspiration.
If you want to use your inspiration,
I
go
would
for
like
it.
to use an
Yeah, I would
inspiration.
like for us to be more successful in this, but also. Oh, that's not bad. 77. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep that one.
No, this would have been 79 if you picked the other die.
That is literally the same thing.
Rude.
Doing it again. Okay, 62. Wait,
Okay.
is that 90?
So close.
No, that's
62.
62. Okay.
Okay.
Much better.
All right. So you guys are able to, with that sort of, with those numbers in mind, you guys are able to sort of clear the decks on the other boat relatively quickly before they realize that you're there, and before they realize anything weird is going on the main boat or on the first boat.
Good.
Okay.
You go into the cabin to start letting the second group of monks free.
Master Hob there.
Master Hob is not there.
Dang it.
There is, however, one that the rest of the monks seem to be deferring to.
Good. Who is this one?
He introduces himself as Master Rain.
Master Rain.
Right. The leader of the Rosk supporter.
Well, shit. Okay. I-
Just throw him overboard.
Thank you for your help. That was most expeditious of you. Shall we make our escape?
Tell them to sit tight.
We're gonna
Sorry, I'm up on the deck.
hold out on that. There are some other things going on that might need tending to. Side,
Just come up and talk to me.
yeah. I'll be right back.
Sidebar.
Figure out, because there might still be some of you guys left that we need to exfiltrate. I'm gonna go up top.
Okay.
Okay. One of us needs to go to the other boat. Let them push off. We all push off at the same time so that.
Okay. Okay. Do we go back and help them?
I don't know. Probably.
From
But-
their perspective, how does the fight look like it's going?
I mean, all I can see is the top
It's
of
hard
two
to
heads,
tell
right?
because they're down on the river and it's there's a hill in the way. It's really
gonna-
hard to tell.
Oh yeah.
Your amulet
Killian.
to talk to each other.
Oh, yeah. But I think, well, before we do that, I think that we do need to get at least a little ways down the river. And then you and I can slink off into the water, breathe, get out, and then circle our way back.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that.
Okay.
We'll be
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the other boat. We'll, signal each other.
Okay, and we will come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will come back to that.
Cool.
Monster Hunters.
So what instruction was
Well,
Wyvern,
I
Milo,
said-
given?
If you can, try and push the fight closer, and then whatever direction the garrison is regrouping from where you are.
Looking around, where are they regrouping?
Make me
I
a
was gonna say, you
perception
stick
check.
your head up, and you can probably see all these soldiers running away from you and trying to reorganize themselves. Just throw the corpse collector over
17.
That's an
Um,
option.
there. That's what I do.
Looks like they might be
So
heading
this is a decent
north,
option.
Okay.
like away from the river.
Like how far north?
I mean, they're probably 100 yards or so away from you, and running away.
Yeah.
Run
Uh,
away!
Okay.
The corpse.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna I'm gonna fly above the corpse collector, try and grab onto it and start flying it towards the garrison.
All right, so this is going to be a grapple check.
Yep,
Oh, please don't do that.
19.
That's fair. I am going.
Let me know if I need to try and reroll higher.
But they will be much easier to they are trapped under a tent.
Not too worried about that part of things.
So no, he only made it 12.
Yeah.
So
Oh, thank goodness, because I was still
So-
paralyzed.
So all of us now see this corpse collector get picked up by the wyvern
Okay.
and dropped a little ways away.
That's
I will
awesome.
take some attack of opportunities from the specters, though.
Yes, you will.
Uh-oh.
So let's deal with those first.
Just imagine all the soldiers
Um,
moving. Run away! Move! Run away! Picking it up and
14.
That hits.
14 hits,
Yeah.
so you'll take 10 points of necrotic
How
damage.
you looking?
Make a DC, make a con save.
Fail.
Okay, so you're down another. I think you're down 40, 50.
Yeah, 40.
40 at this point.
Yes.
Second one. 12 is probably gonna miss.
That misses.
No,
How much
was
of
that
that
a
is
12? 13.
Unrecoverable.
440.
What are you at?
13.
3. I have 3 hit points left. Sorry.
13.
Is his AC.
Is my AC.
Oh no.
So
Okay.
13 hits. So you'll take 10.
There's no more wyvern.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no more wyvern then.
There's no more wyvern then.
How high
I
were
see the
you?
wyvern disappear.
15 feet because I would have had to have been right above the corpse collector. So the wyvern's gone.
Okay, so you're gonna take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall from the sky.
Except instead you're going to.
Oh wait, because you moved out of their range to get the opportunity. Okay, so it's not right on top of me.
You can fly, Brayden!
I have to activate that, but now I'm trying to think of how my economy works. My action economy because
So your action.
His
act-
leaving the specters, I never even got to the corpse collector then. Because they would have taken me out before I even got to the corpse collector.
Okay.
Okay.
So I never spent my action technically.
Okay.
So
So you didn't actually grab a hold of it and fly off with
no,
it then.
because
Okay.
I never made it to the corpse collector as the wyvern. So I mean, I can just take that damage. It's fine.
You polymorph again.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going for polymorph round 2. So I'm gonna polymorph back into a wyvern. So,
Ooh,
uh,
I don't even know what that
10 hit
means.
points wyvern. No, I don't have anything I can do with a bonus action. Do I? Actually, yes. Sorry.
You're good.
With my bonus action, I will activate my Roar of the Dragon. So I need everyone within 15 feet of me to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It was like on 13. And I was like,
1.
Yeah, no, that happens to me a lot. DC is
doesn't happen to me
18.
very often. I
Okay,
usually just roll it as a straight one.
The specters fail.
Is the corpse collector immune to being frightened?
It is.
Then it does not need to make a save.
So I rolled a -1.
So you are frightened of me.
Yes.
And then
I am bamboozled by this. Condition immunities for the specters: charmed, exhausted, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, unconscious. What's missing from this list?
Frightened.
Frightened.
Inspector's
we
right!
learned about this the first time we fought the corpse collector. So I'll do that. So
Okay.
The specters
And
are all like,
then
no!
I will just have to wait for my next turn to cart
Okay.
the thing away.
Well,
Unless
I will
you're
be
gonna-
running away from you. So.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, I will
You don't
not.
have to
Okay.
run away from him.
I
You
don't
just can't
get
move
to.
closer.
So
I'm paralyzed, but I rolled a 20.
okay. So you rolled a 20 on what?
My save.
On your save? Okay,
Because
so-
my turn's gone, right? That's the end of my turn.
Yeah, end of your turn. So you are now no longer paralyzed,
But I am.
but you are
frightened.
frightened.
You can't move any closer to him.
I can't move at all. But yeah.
You-
Because there's the end of my turn.
No, yeah, but
on
on
a,
your next
on a
turn.
Yeah.
failure, the creature is frightened of you until the end of your next turn. So at the end of my
Okay,
next
cool.
turn, you'll
Yeah.
be fine. So
And
it's just
then-
this turn that.
Okay.
So the corpse collector's turn.
Corpse collector's turn. You guys are both. Did I?
Oh, shield's the first spell. I'm out of slots.
Ending the effect on itself with Wow. Okay, so there's
What?
it actually doesn't say that you're immune to the paralyzing breath
Oh no.
after you shake it off.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Ooh. But it does have to recharge it
So
since
let's
it
see if
used
it
it.
recharge.
It does not. But it's going to make 2 slam attacks.
Okay, that's still ignoring the shadow.
It is still ignoring the shadow.
Okay,
It probably can see.
it still does
Real
have
things.
disadvantage because I still have that up.
Disadvantage 16.
Miss.
And second slam. Probably gonna be. Yeah, so they're 18.
Miss.
Okay.
Blurs. Bad.
All right, and so that is it. The specters.
I still had 2 on me.
Yeah, the two on you still have to make their attack.
Save that for later.
11.
Miss.
The other die was a natural 20,
That was a good choice.
and 6 is gonna miss as well.
Woo!
Sometimes the dice just like hate you.
No, they love me. Today. That's fine. I'm at half health currently.
We'll
Okay.
take it.
So that's them and Killian.
So I'm heading for that command tent.
Okay. I'm gonna move you over to their group, and so we'll be able to do all your stuff together. All right. So you're getting to the command tent.
So I can use detect thoughts to sense every thinking creature within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Once I get close enough to the command tent, I would like to do that to try and pinpoint how many people are in that command tent.
Nobody.
Perfect. I am going to.
Blue.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut my way through the back.
Because I assume I'm approaching from the back, and I'm
Okay.
gonna essentially just try and ransack this place for anything that looks
Okay.
of value to us.
Oh, the letter.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are, any number of like missives, orders that have come through, maps of the region.
Open bag.
I figured.
Write down maps. Write down maps.
There's there's the commander's writing desk that he would sit at.
The whole desk.
No, I was gonna say Killian is just pulling out every drawer and
Okay.
all the things for later.
Okay, so it's a bunch of writing materials.
Killian's
there's not a
He's
lot.
less worried about actually looking at what he grabs, and he's more just like as fast as he can,
Okay.
anything that he can grab.
All right,
Anything
Anything and
will-
everything.
let me ponder on that and get
Yeah,
you a
no.
list later
That's fine.
because I have to
won't
generate
go
that
through
list.
it till.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Of note, you do take special note of a letter that's got the imperial seal on it.
Of course. Yep.
Take that specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
A few in particular.
All right. Anything else that you're wanting to do with your time?
Are we still in initiative?
I mean, it's kind of wibbly wobbly initiative, but yeah, I mean,
Because
yeah, kind of.
okay, so what Killian's gonna do after he grabs everything that looks of value? If it looks like these two are still having trouble, I will go help them in their fight. But I'm assuming it's gonna take me several rounds to grab everything in this command tent.
Yeah.
If that is not, if it doesn't look like they need help, or if they've already had to retreat, how close are all the tents in this place? Let me rephrase that, Keith. Are the tents close enough that I could start a fire on this command tent and it would likely spread throughout the camp?
Kind of depends on a lot of factors would
What's my I want to gauge likelihood. How effective do I think it would be if I light a fire before I leave camp? Do I think it would actually
cause some good damage, or would it just
Maybe better than 50-50, but only just.
good enough for me? So
Lantern.
again, if I don't need to go help them, then Killian's gonna try and sneak out of the garrison, and before I leave, I'm gonna light the command tent on fire.
Okay. I mean, it looks like they're kind of holding their own.
The issue is you've told me to take this thing closer to the garrison.
I know.
So this fight could be
But it's
easily
hard
ended,
to
but
hard to tell. I mean, the cadaver collector does look like it's been beaten up pretty hard, but there's also still 4 specters out there too.
Actually, I tell you what, I've still got a charge on my necklace, so I actually will message Mal and ask him if he needs me to join the fight or if they can handle it themselves. So I'll leave for their fight to
Okay.
wrap up. I'm guessing you guys can handle it.
All right.
But
Back to
all I gotta do
team
is deliver the
extraction.
corpse collectors to the
Okay,
garrison.
team extraction.
And hope that they don't shoot me. Because the garrison can hurt me, and not the corpse collector.
you also
Okay.
do still need to kill it. But
So what do you guys
Right.
what do you guys do?
So upon seeing the wyvern bamf out and then bamf in, I'm gonna look over and be like, cabbage!
Well, hold on. Have we pushed off and like?
Not yet.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
let's do that.
Let's do that first. Okay. So we'll crawl
Signal.
down to the thing, go back around, try and be sneaky about like trying to get back out, like signal to each other,
Oh,
because like there's still the perimeter guard up on
right.
the
I
yeah.
want a couple of monks to crawl along the deck.
Okay.
So they can help you push.
Yes.
All
So
right.
that they can help us push, just so that
just to make sure.
we've got all the manpower we need,
All right.
including to get rid of that stake, because I haven't forgotten about the stakes.
Okay.
You just
Uh.
cut the rope.
That's a
Yeah.
great idea too. I'd like all of the things to be happening all at the same time, so that we
Cover
can-
all the bases.
Yes.
Roll the bases.
All right. So
and also have monks ready to. Does this boat have oars, or is this like how does this thing move?
so
these
it's the great. You know what a keel boat is, right? It's-
Okay.
That's what these are.
Okay, cool. So we're going to instruct the monks to wait for our signal. As soon as we are pushed off, then they're going to come out and move the boat as quickly as
get it
freaking
going
possible.
down the street.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, you guys just
We've given them kind of a rendezvous point.
give me stealth checks. Because it's
And
the,
I'm assuming I have advantage because I have invisibility cloak.
yes.
I'm very stealthy. That's gonna be 27.
27.
Okay, then.
You have advantage.
How does she have advantage?
The cloak.
Okay, well, then I will use my. Wait, if I use inspiration, I get to use advantage on that?
Well, did you
No,
roll
she doesn't
advantage
have
on the first one?
advantage anymore. She would have lost it as soon as she snicked the first guy.
It's the cloak.
No,
It's a
the
cloak.
cloak.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I have an invisibility cloak. So if I use an inspiration to re-roll, do I still get the advantage?
I think so.
Are we re-rolling a dice or remaking a roll?
I always interpreted that as remaking a roll.
I did too, but
That's
call.
a good
Yeah, your
question.
call, but I never thought
I don't
about that
think-
before.
Oh,
Like,
I haven't.
I've just been
thought
I don't
thinking
think
about
we've
that.
used an inspiration on an advantaged freaking.
I
Um,
probably did when I was Scritch, but I think I just automatically re-rolled the whole thing.
I think rules is written. It's re-roll a dice.
Yes.
So just re-roll a dice.
Well,
Okay.
I've
Then
just
in that
discovered that
case-
I've been doing it wrong for
think I have too.
years.
It's okay.
Whoops.
Okay, so unnatural 20.
Okay. That's fine. They weren't paying that much attention behind them.
Yeah, they're still
You
all
guys,
looking at the
so-
wyvern.
So you guys,
It's a
so
roll
you're
good
able to, whatever you're gonna do, schnick the ropes or pull the stakes or whatever. The boats are freed, and you're able to, between you and
I
the
want
monks.
us to be long gone before they realize we're gone.
Yep, they're gonna
Between you
The
and
boats are gone.
Between you and the monks, you're able to push the boats off
Just
and
imagine
get out
monks
into the
looking
into the
over,
river.
Like, I don't believe that shit worked.
Can you imagine being the guards? Like you
Like-
turn around, like I wonder how Frank's doing. Like,
You're like, all right, Jerry, we've been gawking enough. Let's get the
Jerry.
Fred?
where the yeah.
Fred?
Where'd the boats go, guys?
Oh, it's easy. We go out the door hole. Where's the door hole?
That's amazing. So, I'm not going to let us get too terribly far downriver before I'm out to get back to the gang.
yeah, I want us to be. I would like to be out of sight.
Yes.
But if
Okay.
there's like a bend in the river or anything like that, it shouldn't be that far.
What?
Nothing.
I'm not there.
Okay, so 2-3 minutes down the river, goes behind sort of a couple of bends, and you're able to. You're not in sight of the guards, the garrison, or anything like that anymore.
I have given them a rendezvous point.
You've given them a rendezvous point, and the two of you sort of go over the stern and slip under the water to head for the bank.
Okay.
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 Moving on up.
Monster Hunters plus Killian.
Care package.
Here, take this.
taking the corpse collector to the garrison.
Sport corpse collector.
Okay. So
The poor people that are part of the port. Yeah, that.
That
they
guy.
were dead
Well,
already,
Wagner's
so
death again.
whatever.
Yeah, but that's awful.
bless America.
Who cares about your dead body? Like, that
corpse
is.
collector gonna go for a little
Nitrogen.
short little flight.
Apparently,
So I rolled a 17.
yeah.
Yeah.
When it counts, my dice just don't want to behave.
So I grab it and start taking it to the.
Okay.
I have an 80 feet fly speed, so
Okay.
it's
That's-
now 20 feet away from the garrison.
Garrison's
Okay.
going, no.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my turn. So,
All right. The
'cause I can't
specters.
attack it, so.
So the specters and the corpse collector are all going to be concentrating on you.
Well, I'm 80 feet away from the corpse collection, from the
From the
specters.
specters.
Oh.
I was gonna say, unless
Yeah.
they can get to him.
I mean, they've got a 50-foot.
You are no
Fly
longer
hover.
paralyzed.
they
and
could
actually-
chase after it,
Yeah.
which would also bring them closer to the garrison.
Daddy!
And away from me. Okay, otherwise, I've got 4 of them right on me.
So at the end of my turn, anyone who was frightened is no longer frightened.
Good.
So
Good.
So yeah, just I guess the two that have been on you the whole time are going to follow after. They're falling behind, but they're going to follow after. The two that are on you are still going to be attacking you.
So I will, since they're closer to me, I will deal with them and then the bone thingy after.
The bone thing.
Yeah, the frozen bone thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I don't want someone to take control of that again and then...
that's fair. We don't know how long
15,
sleep
I
will
assume,
last.
is going to...
Oh, are they going before me now then?
Oh,
He was going
no,
before them.
sorry. Yeah.
Okay, no, it's fine. 15
Sorry.
misses. So we can come back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
So I will actually go ahead and aim for them. So I'll do 3 attacks against one of them, unless it goes down. Which I assume it won't. Oh, especially not with rolls like that.
Ooh.
The highest of those is 13. I'm assuming that misses.
13 hits.
Oh, the other ones will not.
Does a 10?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
So it will be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage.
Okay. It is still up.
And then I'm going to bonus action, second wind, and get back 9 points of health. And then
Okay.
that's my turn.
All right.
I will stay
You
still.
already did you roll for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I failed
the
that one.
so the first one attacks and misses. Second one is also going to miss.
Yeah, blur's still out.
Yeah, as long as blur stays up, I'm good.
And then the
Corpse collector.
the cadaver collector is going to try and slam
Hit me.
you. All right. Come here. 14.
That hits.
What is
All
the
right.
world
So that will deal 18 points of bludgeoning damage,
Okay.
plus 16 points of necrotic damage.
So 32. No.
34.
Okay.
Second attack
You doing okay?
is going to hit, and you'll take all that again.
You still doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay is a strong
I'm
word.
2/3
Okay.
down.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean, feel free to end this fight whenever you decide.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but like we have to kill it before we leave, otherwise
I will.
it won't. But
I will. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'll kill it.
And
turn
then
back into Philo and fireball.
the two specters that are chasing
I
you are
know, I
just
don't
chasing
have
you and
any
can't
more.
get to you.
I don't have any more spell slots left.
Me neither.
Anything that you're wanting to do beside? I mean, you're still doing
Yeah,
everything.
I
Okay.
assume I am still looting the command
Yeah,
tent.
Either
What is
either I kill this thing and fly away, or I'm dead, because the garrison will be
Yep.
on my ass.
Well,
If I don't
you
kill
drop
it.
it off, and then you get out of the way for a little bit and act like you're recovering yourself.
Well, I can't leave the corpse collector. You want me to
At the
leave
garrison?
it to churn up the?
Oh yeah.
For like a
Garrison?
couple rounds, yeah.
Let them have it.
I can do that.
This is their problem for a minute.
Okay.
We just have to make sure it's dead before we leave for good, because they can't actually kill it.
All right. So we'll stick with you guys for a little bit then, since
Yeah.
It's
since
gonna be a bit
Simi
before they get
and
back.
Cabbage are coming back from the river. So we will go back to
Okay, we're gonna keep swinging away at the same one that I hit.
What do we do with
Oh, back to you.
the soldiers that are
Okay, the lowest of those is a 19.
Left them on there.
that'll hit all of them.
They are now in the care of the monks. We'll see how that
Monks
goes.
are overboard.
So that's going to be
Not
12,
my problem
13,
anymore.
14, 15, 16,
Kinda,
17,
yeah.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 points of damage.
That one piffs out.
Okay. And then that is my last turn with 3 attacks. So it will be 2 from this point on. And bonus action. I actually don't have anything for my bonus, so that's my turn. I will stay for the other one to hit me.
Okay.
Try to.
And I will.
I don't know that Mal knows how to do that.
I will usually go
Or remembers
first
how to do
for
that.
him, but
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
fly.
Would it be good?
I basically just like drop it in the midst of them of the garrison, and then just
Bank away.
bank away back to the bone dragon thing.
And go high though, so you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
over
yeah.
the.
Do you ask
So-
for my help
Just
with anything?
And then just
Okay.
head back to help him.
Doesn't say because I have a way to deliver.
All right. Sounds good.
I think we should try to dismantle it because that looks like.
That'll be the specters then. Only one
Which one make it look like
for Steven.
Yep.
He'd love to.
He's trying.
Negative
Trying
one.
real hard.
Negative one.
I'm sorry,
Jeez.
a natural one.
Oh,
Okay.
natural.
I was about to say, how do they have a negative there?
How is that even a thing?
Natural 1 plus 4 is a 5, so it's not going to hit you.
I love it.
But since you're flying back his direction, there are 2 coming at you.
I'm flying up.
He dropped it and then he's banking.
They can fly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That does make a difference.
That does make a difference.
They don't have a speed. They have a fly speed, and they have a 50-foot fly speed.
I guess
Okay.
we only dealt with them on the ground. so-
Yeah, we never tried.
I
flying
assumed they
around
just
them.
hovered.
That's what I assumed.
So
That's when he said they were following you. That's what I assumed is you're flying in the air and there's these 2 little specters just.
We'll
So-
get you.
Okay.
Meddling kids.
So a 14 and a 15.
Both of those will hit.
Okay, so you'll take, between the two of them, you will take 20 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And I will need you to make 2 Constitution saving throws.
14
Makes it.
and 21.
Both of those make it. Okay. Alright. And then the corpse collector
Churning
sort of
gears.
lands on the ground and starts churning away at the army.
We'll let
Uh,
we'll let that
Regroup and
sit.
they're like, no, no.
We'll let that churn for a
Is
little
it coming
while.
this way?
And make a perception check.
Oh no, that's bad. 9.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Back to the top of the round.
I'm just gonna destroy these specters real quick.
Okay.
Natural 20 on the first hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna rend it asunder, so 35 points damage.
holy crap.
That'll do it.
And then in comes the stinger for the second one, 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Okay. 9 points of piercing damage. I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
This just does cold damage, right?
Mhm.
Are specters immune to cold damage?
They
Is that
are
it?
resistant.
Okay.
Because I remember this from last time. So I know I'll take half, but I'm hoping that they'll.
What's the DC?
18.
It fails.
22 points of cold damage.
So 11.
So it'll
11
take
if it's
11.
resistant. So I rend one with my claws and sting with one, but that one's still up, so I will deal with him
Okay.
in a minute.
All right.
So only 2 this time. So for flavor though, basically Mal is just playing this game where he's like switching back and forth with his shadow as fast as he can as he's taking strikes.
So as it goes to hit you, it's like, no. Oh, no, no. Oh, no.
So one of those is a natural 20, the other one is a 24 to hit. So the natural 20 is blue, so that's 8 plus 7 is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then the other one is 5 plus 4 is 9. So a total of 27 damage. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my attention to the bone thingy-majigger that is still just standing there.
Okay.
That's...
All right. So
Oh, no.
the one remaining specter
Yeah.
is still gonna
Go for it.
12.
That misses. Oh, wow.
So it
Well then.
and misses you.
Trick to knock your head on the bone.
And Corpse Collector is still chainsawing through the army. Does not appear to be taking
Yeah.
any damage whatsoever.
I figured as much. Claw attack, stinger attack, both miss. With a 10 and a... actually, the second one might hit dependent. 13?
13 hits.
Oh, okay, that's the stinger. So, 12 points of piercing, and then it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
The piercing damage was enough.
Okay.
It pops out.
Alright, and then I will continue to fly over to where Mal is.
Okay.
So Mal has moved right in front of the bone.
We'll
thing.
kind of sort of drop out of initiative and go more cinematic at this point.
Okay.
You're still looting the tent. What are you guys doing to this abomination.
I'm gonna rip its head off.
I am trying to dismantle it because
Okay.
we need to look like we're doing something.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna rip its head off.
So you are finding that it is the bones are sort of bound with copper wires that run up and down the length of it, sort of like binding it all together, almost, but not quite like you would see a skeleton on display, like in a classroom or a museum or something.
Bring the copper back with you.
So you'll have to cut the copper wire, but after that, it's not super hard to take this thing apart.
Power source?
Nothing obvious that you can
Okay,
see.
so
Something magical.
necrotic.
Okay, now we need to go finish off that other thing.
I gesture for you to get on my back.
Okay,
Dun, 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 dun.
And then...
let's play Valkyrie.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna...
He's just gonna fly around.
I'm just gonna play around it and you just Eldritch Blast it off the side. Sort of like the sort of like red berrying around as you just like take this thing out.
Eldritch Blast.
This is the
Eldritch
this is the
Blast.
obligatory Call of Duty or level where you are like the AC 130
Yep.
firing down for everyone.
And I'm gonna be high enough, because I understand how Eldritch Blast works.
Well,
high
the
enough
problem,
that
so the issue may be if it brings in more specters.
once we kill it, the
Right.
specters
But I'm just
disappear.
saying, like, that would be
Just
our
shoot
only
them.
thing that
Yeah.
can hit us.
Just shoot that.
Then hurry up
Yeah.
and kill it.
Well, I can only do one thing per turn.
I don't have a lot more hit points left in this form, so I'm gonna be
Is that
high
pretty,
enough
is that
that-
clear that he's hurting?
No. I bet.
Yeah, probably is.
yes.
Okay.
Oh,
I am not in a good way.
Let's see how this works exactly.
Oh, the hair shirt.
Yep.
Deal an attack against yourself, times it by 3, and I heal that.
So I will take 6 points of damage, and you will gain 18 hit points.
Thank you.
Nice.
So what do you just have to like?
Stab myself? Yeah.
As you guys fly off, you probably see on the other end of the camp, over by the command tent, I'm setting fire to all the tents as I leave.
Yeah. So how goes the AC 130 the corpse collector?
How much? I mean, what's
We're gonna keep
Average-
firing.
what's
on
your
it until-
damage for your
It
Eldritch
is
Blast?
1d10 per turn.
Okay.
So average damage is 5 points of damage per turn.
Well,
That's
actually,
six.
it's
Nah, I guess.
7.
That's 6. 6.
6.
Six.
Yeah, because you can't have 0, so it can't be 5.
So 6.
Yeah, we're basically just gonna sit circling above this, waiting for you to kill
Recharge.
this thing. Yep.
Now I have to actually because I've been adding up damage. Now I have to
Now you
figure
just
out what's
subtract.
left.
Yeah, no, I do the same thing of adding up damage. It's easier for me instead of counting down.
Yeah.
So it'll take you about a minute.
Oh,
That's
if it's
fine.
to
if it's
will it
gonna
down.
take much, if it's gonna take too long, like if 2 or 3 hits doesn't do it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna like pat you on the shoulder and be like down, and I'm going to jump off at the last second. And we're gonna.
I'll go for
Okay,
some attacks
so-
as well.
So we'll say you did 3.
Walk away.
Ace 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would love to see them try.
Yeah, we're gonna go for a
Okay.
kamikaze. Not kamikaze.
Yeah, that's not kamikaze.
It's like a quick dive.
All right.
Oh,
So it
bad
is.
idea.
So it is definitely. You can see that it's made a dent.
You should just hold.
Alright,
one of
so,
his claws and be close enough to hit and then pull it back.
I will just come in so you can hit from my back.
Okay.
We're just
perfect.
gonna do a drive by.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it doesn't even have to get off. Nice.
Yeah. So let's do this. Well, okay.
So that one's. Oh, actually, you said 13 hits.
No.
On the corpse. No, it doesn't hit the corpse collector.
Yeah,
Sorry, that was
the-
the
18 hit the
Shadows.
corpse collector.
Okay. 18 will hit. Well,
Okay.
21 for the other hit.
21 will hit.
Okay, so coming in, claws raking is going to be 9, 13 points of piercing.
5, 6, 7, 8 from me. For the one hit.
Okay.
And then I have a stinger as well. So for the stinger, it's going to be 12 points of piercing and then constitution save from it to pump it
It's how much?
forward. So for the stinger, it's 12 points of damage.
Okay. And that's enough.
and then we're gonna try and circle back to see if we can pick you up.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to find me.
Well,
That's true.
Okay.
But we're at least gonna see if we can see you before we head out.
So at what point in this shenanigans, Keith, do these two who jumped off the boats to come back to us get in?
Oh look! Oh look!
Oh.
Actually, probably right about this.
Yeah, by the
point.
time we dismantle the bone dragon
Ah.
thing, and then
You just see a dragon shoot a couple of things down and then dive bomb and then start heading off.
Well, it's like a hot mess.
There's fires going on a bunch of the tents.
So, what is the garrison
It's-
reaction?
Yeah.
I was gonna say when you
What's
guys were
the
like
scene we
dive
were
bombing
in?
the
So,
boats.
Yeah, as we were
Um,
real quick as we were circling, what was the reaction of the garrison to us?
It's like shock, fear. You do see a couple of the old grizzled veterans reaching for bows.
Yeah, that's why I was high.
I was gonna say I suspect that the garrison is sort of like we're
does
gonna
an
process
18
that
hit?
later.
Yes.
Yep.
Kill the thing now, process it later.
Yep. That's what.
So you'll take 5 points
Oh,
of
we're
piercing
fine.
from the arrow that just struck as you're flying away.
stop shooting at us!
What does it look like needs?
Luckily, I made the Constitution save.
We both draw out of the air.
No, we're fine. I'm fine. We're fine. But that was a new thing.
Okay.
Do I run into those two as I'm exfilling away? Because I would be following along the river.
Yeah, you would.
So yeah, you guys are gonna run into me
Oh, and I gave
as
5
I'm making
points.
my way down.
Oh, okay. So is all of that under control up there?
Look like it.
And
So we sent the boats down to a rendezvous point down the river.
Okay, was Hobbs on the boat?
No.
I didn't see him on either of them.
No.
No. So I would like to get into the encampments and see if I can find him somewhere in all of that mess.
Now's a really bad time to try and get in there.
What did you do?
he didn't necessarily do anything. You can see me flying around.
I mean, you can see like a quarter of the encampment is on fire.
So what are the chances he's now an ex-monk?
If he wasn't on the boats, I'm guessing he's still in
Town.
the cloister.
He might be hiding in there.
Also,
So you haven't seen any sign of him out there?
no, I didn't see any. I climbed a wall, dealt with a person, went down, I looted the command tent, and I set fire to things.
Fair enough. Okay.
We may have to cut our losses.
Get me focus.
Now that the corpse collector is presumably dealt with, and I assume we can see you flying off towards.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we couldn't get you the corpse collector.
I know. The garrison's going to be trying to lock things down and figure out what happened. I would not want to be around.
I
For
don't
that.
think you're gonna
Fair
finish
enough.
this prison.
Oh, not while the garrison's still here.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we need to get out of town.
Where did
Yeah.
so you sent them to rendezvous?
Yeah, regroup with themselves and whatnot, and I will tell him where, because
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
As we're flying,
do we need
can
to meet up with them?
I don't think so.
I think that would depend on the one who's flying.
I mean, if we're organizing a rebellion,
Yeah.
Right, but we don't know if all of these monks are of the same persuasion as.
Well, they saw your faces, right?
yeah,
Not yours.
So
No, that's not one.
that's true.
I feel like
Fine.
we need
The cloak?
to.
I'll deal with that.
Yeah, I feel like we need to deal with that one way or another. Like, even if they're not going to help us, I don't know that I just want a whole bunch of monks that may or may not be friendly to us out there.
Out in the boot.
Should we rendezvous with them, or do we have other things that we need to handle here first?
I mean, what do we do with them if they're not friendly?
Also, a fair question.
We went to all the trouble. We freaking stole boats and killed people.
Oh, you're an actual pirate now.
You killed people? It's okay. It's okay.
Yep, you have officially committed thievery on the water.
And murder.
On the high seas.
Well, that was a noise only a wyvern could hear.
I mean, I was gonna head back to the Shagan, but we should go rendezvous with them and see what's going on. And
I'm a real life pirate.
Congratulations.
was like, it was just random monks that they had gathered up. It wasn't like all the high-ranking officials or anything.
Would
So-
I
I think they were
Except
just
for
trying
Rain.
to get people out
I mean,
of.
It was all
Rain-
Master Rain was like the head, wasn't he? Of
Yeah,
the
I mean, he
local-
was one of the higher ups. Yeah.
So,
So it was.
there were higher ups there. I don't know all of the higher ups now to know if that's the bulk. But we have at least seen. I think you went offline, Keith.
Yeah.
We have at least seen
Is it
some of
his,
them.
I swear I
CPN
turned it off.
VPN
I swear I
keeps,
turned it off.
Switching,
Kicking him off.
kicking him off, so it keeps stopping us.
My VPN does bad things to us sometimes too.
But yeah, I recognize some of the higher ups since they didn't have hobs. That's probably not the only criteria that they were going on, but there were,
He could have.
and it could have been random. I don't know a lot
They
of
could
the
have been
members.
just trying to get monks out of the city.
Okay, so you didn't see any like clear indication of who it was that they'd been rounding up.
I didn't see any real pattern.
Any like marks of like on their robes, any marks of like station or anything.
Nothing like that. I mean, the your robes are fairly. The standard robes are fairly nondescript.
Uniform.
Yeah, they're pretty uniform. There's no like
I
insignia of
But
rank or
someone
anything
hasn't
like
given me a
that.
piece of information.
Um,
to make the connection.
Yep.
I mean, beyond the fact that Rain was there.
Yeah,
Soldiers were
the
mercenaries.
and you mentioned somebody mentioned Rain to us. Like we know Rain.
Hobbs,
Hobbs did.
Hobbs said
did.
that Rain was the head
head
of
of the
the
Ross
Akara,
faction.
the Ross
Yeah.
supporter.
Rain was on one of the boats. He was one of the higher ups that we identified. I thought about throwing him off.
Oh,
Who's Rain?
One of the people
Leader
that's very
of the-
pro Rosk.
yeah, leader of the faction that would not be friendly towards us in the cloister.
Towards me. I don't know that they have much of a reason to be able to identify you guys.
They weren't allies of Master Hobbs.
That's true.
And since we're allies of Master Hobbs,
Do they know that?
The enemy of my friend is my enemy.
they don't know that yet, but they're gonna figure it out.
So how do you want to handle that?
It was a whole lot of work.
Keith,
We just set the boats
that
on fire.
letter, that very special letter that looked like it was from the Empress, I'm going to pull that out real fast and
Okay.
give it a quick scan through.
Okay. You are hereby ordered to round up the following members of the Apellian Order.
Oh, they had specifics.
Oh shit.
Top of the list is Rain.
This is all the Rusk supporters.
And it's a list of,
Did we just free the bad guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
so it's a list of specific names.
Gosh.
Well, we can still
At the
use-
bottom, it does also then go on to say any remaining members of the Apellian Order are to be sequestered and questioned to determine whether the entire Apellian Order is in rebellion against Her Majesty the Empress, may she live forever,
Mhm.
or if only certain factions within it are.
I mean, technically, we can use all of them.
Gosh dang it.
Okay, I'm gonna throw out an idea that you're not gonna like.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna hold up the letter. These are the orders that they got. It is specifically telling them to round up all of the Rosk supporters from the cloister.
That's
And it
gross.
specifically says that they need to determine if it's only those supporters or if the entire order is in open rebellion against the Empress.
Which means that
Which means
questioning could have led to Hobbs anyway.
well, not just that, which means the ones that are backing Rosk might be willing to fight the Empire with us.
Oh no.
But that requires allying ourselves with Rosk.
I kind of already knew that that was a thing.
And that was a possibility.
We can kill him at the end anyway.
So this is like
No, we're
the
Yep.
enemy of my enemy.
is my friend.
And my enemy.
But later.
The enemy of my enemy is my frenemy.
If we're kicking this off sooner than we thought, we need as much help as we can freaking get.
Okay.
Okay,
But-
we're gonna go.
This is going to take a lot of communication with Hob because this is probably going to flip as soon as the Empire's.
Well, we'll deal with that. I've got an idea for that. Anyway, let's go rendezvous with our Rosk supporters.
Right.
At this point, we have finished our stuff, right?
Yeah.
So over the amulet, I would just say, okay, bad things are taken care of. Where are we meeting you guys? I would probably send that to Cabbage.
Can I say, as we were trying to head out to get out, can I have like grabbed a couple pieces of the
Collector.
dragon
Oh.
golem,
Okay.
like a few pieces that have like, just like pieces that would be like when you said like melded together and have copper, just like a solid piece that has sort of everything incorporated of what you described.
Breastbone, maybe.
The most obvious part would be the skull.
I'll take the skull.
Okay.
Good done.
Here, I can hold that for you.
I sort of just like, I don't know how I guess we can land real quick and grab a few
Put this on
things.
top so you don't have
Flip
to hold
over
it.
on your back, throw it up in the air, flip back.
We'll gather a few pieces to bring with us and then head out.
Let's
Okay.
grab the shaggin and head to the rendezvous point.
So I'm gonna put that on my
Maybe
character
not with
sheet
the
that we got a couple
Let's
pieces.
not take the Shaggin
Yeah.
to meet the Rosk supporters.
Seeing
Please.
what our job was supposed to be and all of that stuff.
I don't even want them to know my face,
Nope.
honestly.
No, if we can avoid it, I think that would be best. They've already seen mine, but
We could wear hoods.
I'm just gonna point at the mask that is part of my armor.
You could wear that.
But I'm gonna see if I can't send them to try and find Rosk and take a proposal to him.
They've seen my face at this point.
see me kind of like freezes at the thought.
I know.
You
Worst case scenario, it means that all the known Rosk supporters will not still be in Lamont's Wells, so even if they don't ally with us, they're out of the city that we hope to use. So assuming we free Hobbs and the rest of them, the only ones that are left are the ones that are friendly towards us. That's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, we get more people who can help fight the Empire, and that'll increase our chances.
She's just gonna kind of.
Yep.
She'll just nod and
Sort of
storm
kind
off.
of occasionally glance back at you
Like-
to see if you got a response.
She didn't answer. I don't know.
Wait.
You,
Oh no, I would have answered.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
We're just flying further and further away.
It's just us now.
We should probably
You and
get
me
up
against the Empire.
I mean, we fought off a corpse collector.
Is this as Natalie or as Couch?
so Killian,
Use your
Name.
words.
forgot his name for a minute.
Sound it out.
Mal.
Mal.
Oh, sorry.
Mal wants to know where we're meeting up.
Shaggin.
Shaggin and then
And I think, Simi, you should probably go back to the Shaggin. I assume that's what you would prefer.
She just nods gloomily.
It's up to you if you want to come with me or go back to the Shaggin.
I mean they know my face already, so
I know.
it makes sense for me to go.
Okay.
A familiar face.
So,
Alright, drunkard, go to the Shaggin.
Drunkard.
back to the shaggin. I'm not a drunkard.
I don't know.
Such a waste
Seemed
of the
that way.
sentence. Oh, okay. You get 25 words. And you're...
I think you're in denial.
I think you're in a river.
Anyway, so we're gonna go rendezvous.
Okay. So you guys
Different
all
worlds.
converge back at the Shaggin, and that is a good place to
Well,
stop
so
for the
before
night.
we go to the Shaggin, we're actually gonna go meet up with the monks.
Killian
Oh,
and
first.
Cabbage.
Okay. Still a good place to stop. We will pick up and deal with that next week.
I almost burned through 2 polymorphs.
Stretched on a little bit longer than I thought it was going to, but okay. Hope you guys had a good time. We will be back with you next week. Hopefully we will also have our other 2 players back as well. You can find all of our video content on YouTube, so you can go there, search for Casual Cactus, and be able to find all of our many hundreds of hours of video content.
You always have to mention that.
I should never have told you.
We do also run a Discord server. We use it to communicate any changes to the schedule that we might need to have happen because life. We try to play Tuesday nights 6:30 Mountain Time. Doesn't always work out. If we have to change, we'll put it on the Discord for you guys. That is all from our end here. We hope you guys have a pleasant evening. We will see you next week. And until then, remember...
Grab your bats and grab your balls!
How's that?
And if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night, everybody.
Bye.